Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Boulevard.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Boulevard. What's up, y'all, and welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the W. The camera broke, and my immune system also broke, so I don't know what the fuck is going on, dude. I'm joined by my cohorts, my co-hosts, Brian the Merch Lord, and Ringside Sean. What's up, y'all?
What's going on, guys?
Daddy-o. How you doing?
I'm going to be honest with you, Brian. I'm not doing too well.
Dude, you look good. I'm looking right at you.
Yeah, you look good, man.
Face, dude, you look cute, all right? And you look clear, and you're all right.
Brian, you think everything is great all the time. You're always just such a positive guy.
Yeah, that's why I don't have any gray hairs.
Shit, man. Beat me to it.
You have gray hairs, Sean?
Oh, man. Do I? It's insane, man. It's scary. They're like thick, long, white hairs. It's like Gandalf the Grey.
Dude, my dad's beard is completely white.
He's Tim Allen from the Santa Claus.
No, but his hair, everything else is like black.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's weird, actually. He has like a completely white beard and like black hair. And just
like a stressed out beard?
I guess. Just a stressed face.
It's a stressed face.
Yeah, so, man, the last 2 weeks have been a blur since the studio. The last I remember, we were cleaning up cake. That was
my 42nd birthday.
Your 42nd birthday, and you know, Thursday is going to be my 48th birthday, so we're right there, buddy.
No. Love it.
We're still 16 years younger than Kevin Gill, though, so hey, you know, shout out. Shout out. Let's go, dude.
I love it.
So let me just say right off the bat, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. As always, super chats are accepted and loved, and that will redirect our conversation. I once again apologize for the camera. My normal webcam was just sitting in a bag since the studio. No, not one piece of cake, not one iota of cake on that camera. It was just safely over here. And as always, I waited till the last minute to set everything up. Camera didn't turn on. So I'm hoping against hope that I was missing something obvious, but it might be in the foreseeable future. You're going to be seeing me like this until maybe Santa comes and repairs that camera. And also, I have a bunch of notes about the last, what I think is the last week of wrestling, but forgive us in advance if we mix up maybe what happened this past Wednesday and the Wednesday before past, because who even knows? Who even cares? How are you guys doing? What's up, Brian?
I'm all right.
Brian, you lowered me this box of delicious plants.
I Rapunzeled it to you.
You connected about 50 feet of floss.
Yeah, it was too long. Too much floss.
Well, way too much floss. Sean, he lowered it down to me from his fire escape.
Did you record it?
I did.
It is recorded.
I sent it to you, bro.
I didn't see it. I've been busy. I have to go and watch that. It's like I used to do that with my G.I. Joes. I used to put the string from like the window to the yard, right, and just like back to base Joe and like throw him down like sliding. That's dope.
What did you use for string, Sean?
Patele string.
The fuck is that?
Patele is it's something we Puerto Ricans make during the holidays. It's
food?
Mashed up. Yeah, it's food, and you wrap it up in like, so basically it's a mashed up plantain. And then you could put like pork or chicken, and you call it the masa, and it's like the base of it. And then you wrap it in a plantain leaf, and then you tie it with the patele string.
Oh, so okay, so
it's like a long yo-yo string.
Got
Legit.
it.
Legit. That's exactly.
It's like what you tie meat with when you like put it in the oven.
Yep, the butcher wire.
The meat strings.
The meat strings. I understand.
The patele string. That's what I use.
That's what I call Adam Cole's hair.
Yeah, but I basically
Pateles?
I took
meat
a bunch
strings.
of floss. I took a bunch of floss, and I tied it around a card box that was stuffed with weed, and I lowered it to Patrick.
Yeah, and because I'm so stressed out about life. Oh God, dude! Today was my first day out of the house. I had like 104 fever like all last week. No COVID, just general illness.
Something going around for sure, man.
Well, dude, my fiance currently has COVID and a fever.
Now, did you take a COVID test?
Me.
No, did she take a COVID test?
She took one. She took it. She's positive very quickly on it.
Very quickly.
Quicker than like a normal positive.
He says very quickly positive.
Instantly 2 lines.
It was just blinking.
It was just waiting for her snot to be put into it.
And did you take a COVID test?
I didn't take it.
Because what you don't know can't hurt you, is what you're saying.
I mean, I feel fine.
That's what everybody says.
You know, and also, dude,
really,
the new CDC guidelines, like if you have COVID, you can still go to work. You just got to wear a mask.
Yep, it's crazy.
And
dude.
if you don't have symptoms, right?
No, it's like you have your 5 days if you work, and then after that, if you're still positive, you go in, but you just have to literally mask up and tell people, "Hey, I have COVID."
Well, is Pat saying that even when you're like initially sick, you can just go in with your COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go spread your COVID. And you know what's crazy too?
They don't care.
In the last, this is the first time I was sick since before COVID. You know, so once COVID started happening, you know, you wear the mask, you 409 everything, you really cared so much.
We're wearing fucking gloves
and it's so crazy. This is like
on our feet, Sean.
Huh?
We
were wearing gloves on our feet. Sean wasn't even there for that.
Sean, were you during COVID? Did you wear gloves on your feet?
I'll be honest, I didn't go anywhere for a while.
Because if you didn't wear gloves on your feet, you were being irresponsible.
You wore gloves on your feet?
Right.
Yeah, dude. I'll let you know. But it's crazy. Nobody's everybody's getting sick, but now it's just like flu season again. You know what I'm saying?
RSV is what they're calling it.
Yeah, it's like, how interesting that last year when everyone got sick, it was COVID. This year everyone got sick. Maybe not COVID.
It's funny too because the last time that me and Amanda got it, I had symptoms and she didn't. But then we both couldn't go to that fucking GCW Hammerstein show, and I gave you the.
That's when it was going. That's when it was going crazy though. I caught it after that.
I was so fucking pissed that whole.
I have not had COVID this whole time, by the way.
I never tested positive for it.
Wow. So I got it because Rose had it, and then I got it because we lived in the same. You know what I'm saying? We live in the same house, and
there's never a time that you thought you might have had it and just didn't get tested.
Me?
That's what Brian does. That's why Brian hasn't had it.
No, I've had it. I've had it 3 times.
He just doesn't test.
3 times?
You've probably had it more than 3. You've probably had it 5 or 6, but you've been ignoring the tests.
I don't think so. I've had it with symptoms 3 times since it's been birthed into existence.
What's the time frame in between each?
Well, the first time was like when it first started happening. I can't remember when that was. Was it 2020 or was it like
2019?
The end?
Yeah.
So yeah,
the beginning of anything, February, March.
I think we got it in the beginning of 2020. That was the first time we got sick, and then the last time we had it is when I couldn't go to GCW.
January.
That's the second time, and now this would be her 3rd time, and I don't know if I have it.
Wow. So you see the pattern? You guys getting sick around the same time of year.
How long has it been? What was the time intervals?
GCW's January
2022.
Yeah, and then the year prior is literally like maybe a month.
Year prior, 2021, no one got sick then because we got it first when it first came out.
It's fucking crazy, man.
You guys went and grabbed it when it first came out.
Right, we grabbed it.
You grabbed it when it first came out.
During the original drop.
Right.
You did the RSP?
Dude, the first time was like probably the worst time because I lost my taste and smell.
Oh man!
But you regained them.
I was really messed up, dude.
That's
like I had like my chest was done and all that. Like I couldn't lay down. I had to sit up because my chest was hurting.
The second time it was more fluey. The first time it was like something I've never experienced because I've never had like the taste just be gone and just like I felt like fine, but I just couldn't taste it.
That's crazy.
Fucking weird.
That's scary.
Weird shit.
Brian, I want to get to our week's time. By the way, guys, did you see how all 3 of us stumbled through the COVID timeline? Oh, was it January 2000, March 2000? That's what this week's show is going to be like since we missed a week. Right. So we're going to be talking about this week's Dynamite. We're going to be talking about last week's Dynamite. Everything in between. I'm going to forget what days we did what. But before we run down, I wrote it all down on my notepad here. We'll see if I can keep up. But before that, Brian, I know in the spirit of Christmas and opening presents.
Oh, we're going to do it now, dude?
I don't want you to have to wait. You know, you're so excited about your package.
Man. You just made me so excited because I thought we talked before and you said we were going to do it later, but I'm ready.
No.
Oh, no?
Wait, do you want to do it later?
No, I mean,
do it now,
dude. I have it right here, dude.
Open the show. I want you to show everybody
Do you want me to show who's
Show
in this
the
chat?
package.
Is Larry here? I want to know if Larry's here.
Larry's not here yet.
Larry's part of this company.
But I want you to see this package.
I mean, it's
Brian,
and it's like it looks like it's ripped,
do you have like a guard dog?
This is a rip, right? But over here, it's like there's tape over the rips. So I think she packaged it, and this hole was already here.
Brian,
you know
I want you, as you go through the opening of this package, I want you to keep in mind that
a little hole in it.
You know, the more critical you are of packages that you get sent, the
Right.
more people will potentially be critical of packages that we send. So, you know.
Dude, we send fucking pristine fucking packages, bro. And, you know?
Brian, so can you walk me through what this is? Wait, don't open it yet.
Well, there's a whole process.
You got to build the anticipation. Tell me the backstory. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that you have a brown bag.
It's pink. It's pink. You can't tell it it's pink.
All right.
A little baby pink bag. It's a little box inside. Well, basically, ICW does these mystery boxes every Christmas time. Oh, Black Friday. They release them Black Friday, and it's there's different levels, right? There's like the $25 level. There's a $50 level, and there's a $100 level.
Now, what level are you?
I got the $100 level.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Couldn't get yourself a Blvd Bullies sweatshirt?
Oh, yeah.
I have a Blvd Bullies sweatshirt.
Couldn't use the freaking Black Friday promo code? Get yourself some Blvd Bullies swag and dice?
On BigCartel.com.
On BigCartel.com? BoulevardBullies.BigCartel.com?
Blvd Bullies designs. I have to buy it.
Well, we'll get to designs later.
I could have given you a deep discount. I could have given you the employee discount. Jesus Christ, $100.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, $100. I would say.
Yeah, $100.
No, you know what? Actually, I was thinking about this.
Mysterious treasures.
Before you go on, I was actually thinking about this because, Sean, you went to wrestling this past weekend and the weekend before last, and I was thinking about you and how we want to hear about your experience at the live wrestling shows. And, Brian, I was thinking about you and your mystery boxes. And I was saying to myself, you know, Brian and Sean are like really good fans of wrestling. They're really nice guys and really good people. And I was thinking about this, and I was like, you know, even back when I had friends, the original Bullies, we weren't really good people. You know, we were like, from the moment we first started, it would just be like heckling and not buying t-shirts, trying to figure out a way to get to the show for free as to not support the wrestling.
Patrick, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Have you ever seen me at a wrestling show?
Yeah, but you know, you do heckle brutally, but your money talks, you know.
Right.
So.
But that's where I feel like my heckling, I'm allowed to heckle.
So before you go on, let me just stop you right there and you know, I'm thinking about myself, my own actions, sneaking into shows for free as to not pay the venue and in turn not pay the wrestlers.
Right.
Sneaking in free beers, you know, basically takes money out of the wrestlers' pockets as well. Yeah, and then booing them.
Right.
Booing them when I'm there and booing the people that are cheering them when I'm there and just being an asshole. And I just want to praise both of you for being good fans. Oh, you guys are good people, and you guys are good fans, and you guys...
We're the Blvd Bullies of the new generation.
You are the new generation of Blvd Bullies, and I want to praise both of you for your behaviors and your fandoms. And also just, as well, weekly affirmation, just going to put my fingers on my temples here and remind myself. I love wrestling.
We love it.
I love wrestling. Okay, I'm sorry. Now that that's everybody, fingers on the temples. Together now. I love wrestling.
Are we putting all of our fingers? We can't.
No, well, you guys don't have to. You guys are good people. You guys are positive people. I'm trying to stave off the plague here. All right, Brian, continue.
All right, I'm opening.
Opening the $100 mystery box Black Friday special that he chose over Blvd Bullies.
You're making me tight. That's making me tight. That's like a thing.
See, and look, I'm getting comments in the chat here that my face is redder than brother loves. That's the camera. Brian, you just told me I looked good, dude. Now I'm brother love.
You look clear, and that you know why they can tell your brother love because of how clear.
Because of how clear. No, Brian,
Oh,
My face is not naturally this
I'm
red.
already upset. I'm already upset at this mystery box.
Okay, so you got the $100. Now, was it like spend $100, get a mystery, or was it just $100 for $100 mystery?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
$100 mystery.
That was terrible. I'm going to tell you that I told you there's levels. There's mystery boxes at different levels, 25, 50, and 100. And at the level they put in their respective items for each level. You know?
Well, when you said that, I was not listening.
That makes sense.
So why are you already upset about this box? I can see that you're opening it like some kind of hamster.
Well,
no.
It's because of how they have packaged it.
I mean,
you definitely got. I'm gonna say you definitely got maybe some like.
Okay, this is sick, and you know it makes me tight that it's like fucked up.
What's in the box?
Wow, that's actually really sick. Is it signed?
This is unsigned.
So
this one is signed. Okay,
this was an envelope or a box.
It's like one of the posters.
It's like a package. It's like a
that sucks.
Package.
Now, were you guaranteed certain? Were you guaranteed certain items or?
It's a mystery. I mean,
so it's $100 mystery, and it's like, surprise! It's 3 posters.
No. There's more things.
Okay. Good.
So everything there in this box is equivalent to what they would say $100 is.
It's equivalent to the $100. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a full show poster that's signed.
That's 5.
5 what?
No holds barred what?
Jesus Christ, Brian.
What?
Like the event.
Calm down. I said it's a full flyer that's signed.
I know, but the event, what is it? No holds barred what?
February 27th, volume 10.
Volume 10. There we
10.
Go.
All right.
Is it signed by everyone on the card?
Everybody except for nope, everybody.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Can I see that? Hold that up. Let's see that.
Can you see the signatures or
what are some notable names?
John Wayne Murdoch and Brandon Kirk.
Fire.
Atticus Cogar and Reed Bentley.
Dope.
Who is that? Ruben Steele and Akira.
Is that Big Joe in the corner? No, is it? I can't see.
It's in the corner.
To your left, bottom.
Schlack and Alex Ocean. Neil Diamond Cutter and Shane Mercer. Gary J. and Justin Kyle.
You know what I will say? ICW definitely really cares about the merch and stuff that they put out because it's
can you see how fucked up it is though?
Yeah, no, that sucks. That definitely. I mean, if you put it in a frame, it'll fix.
No, dude,
it's a nice piece.
It's completely ripped though. It's like.
So send them a picture.
Nah, you could still put that in a frame though.
You can still put it in a frame, but it's frustrating how it's.
It's sick though. I like that. The gold pen on the red is dope.
Now, Brian and Sean, you deal in posters and merchandise. I like to send our stuff in a tube.
That's the proper way to do it. Yes.
Would you send it in a tube? The only reason I use a tube is because
I think tube is bad. Tube is bad, dude. Because it gets all it bends the poster.
Well, there's a certain way that you roll it without it bending the poster.
It should be double. There should have been multiple ones of these to make it thicker and
right, like pieces of cardboard.
Pieces of cardboard, like thicker pieces.
And maybe they should have written "Do not bend" on it.
I'm going to tell you right now that I've been sent packages that have been packaged better. So she might have had mad mystery boxes, then she was just packing a lot of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've been definitely packaged things from them that have had the stronger cardboard. So it's a little
See,
weird.
to me, a tube isn't a big deal because, yes.
People, so I'm going to tell you that, collectors don't like tubes.
Huh.
I find that I'll have to disagree with.
Well, because if you're going to frame it up, it doesn't matter if it's in a tube.
Well, then it's apples and oranges because I'm going to tell you that I know people that have said that they don't like tubes that are just collectors that frame their shit that say that.
So the reason why I say that is because when you put it in a tube, what curves is the top half and the bottom half. And usually with those pieces, whether it be a poster or a movie poster or whatever, it goes directly into a frame. So when it's in that frame and it's being pressed down, that crease is gone. Completely gone.
Well, so then you have to be very meticulous with how you package your tubing.
Oh no, I roll it several times.
Oh, I think that it's safer to not tube it.
Oh well, okay. So, but I've never had any complaints, but I definitely have tubed.
That's true.
Like, there's no way that you order a poster from us and it isn't, like, bent forever. It's not, but that's the thing. It's not bent. It's rolled.
Exactly.
Right. So if you were going to take 2 push pins and put it on, like, a bulletin board.
It might depend on the quality of what you're rolling as well. Like, what you're rolling might get fucked up.
The reason I did
paper.
the reason I did a roll is because I got a tube. I got like a huge movie poster that was like $50, and it was like this custom made thing, and it came in a tube. And I was like, oh, okay. So if this artist is doing his work and printing this up and like sending a really nice huge thing, but maybe it was just in a tube because it was like a huge movie poster. Maybe a regular poster, like an 8x10.
To ship a huge movie poster and have that size cardboard.
I think you would know, like certain boxes, you would know not to bend them without it saying, please do not bend. Because when a person sees that, they're not going to be like, oh, wow, look, it's a lead pipe. Nobody's going to send a lead pipe through the mail.
Dude, ICW sends fucking barbed wire bats in the mail, dude.
All right, get back to the box here. Get back to the box.
I'm just telling you, like, they send like insane weapons. They send shit like that. So
maybe it's in the box.
And you know what?
What's in the box?
I don't know about Japanese merchandise. But like this kind of looks like it's like a item that is like sick.
You want to read it to us? What you got there?
Can I? I mean, if I could read Japanese, I'd read it to you. It's the top says Junior Heavyweight League crossover 06. And then the rest is in Japanese.
All right, so people out there, if you guys are watching, go YouTube that.
I can
let us know in the chat below what it's about.
To.
All right.
And it's just it just has like fucking.
So this came in the mystery box. What's in it?
It's just like a magazine.
It's a Japanese magazine, a wrestling magazine.
Wow, that's neat. Oh, there's Kikaru.
Yeah, Kikaru. Yeah, let's see what else is in here. Taru. This I've only like he has so many of these things on the sale. He has so much shit, dude.
And who was it that's selling?
ICW has these sales. You've never gone to the ICW sales before?
I have not. Who have not known, let us know. What is it?
I mean, they're not the only people that do it. Wrestling, like, high spots.
So they go on ICW's page and they host sales?
Dude, there's a whole, since I didn't even know you didn't know about it, there's a whole, like, Facebook group. It's like an ICW.
Yeah, that I saw. You have to join the group to be in the sale.
Dude, you're going to be stoked. Dude, it's like people just like post their shit. Pat, I know Pat's in it. You're in it too, right, Pat?
Listen to these guys. Just 2 really good fans, dude.
Dude, you're in the motherfucking Facebook, dude.
Hey, what else is in the box?
All right, we got some.
So you got the 2.
We got some signed 8x10s.
Okay. Is that Psychosis?
Psychosis 2, it says.
Numero dos.
Oh, that's Jimmy Lloyd with a Psychosis mask on.
Yep.
That doesn't look like Jimmy Lloyd.
Yeah, no, that's what he wrestles as, Psychosis 2.
Is that Jimmy Lloyd?
Yep.
That's Jimmy Lloyd.
You're fucking with a different Psychosis.
That's way too skinny to be Jimmy Lloyd.
That's Sikosi.
Look at that guy's waist, bro.
That's Jimmy Lloyd.
No, you know what, Brian? You're right. It's probably not Jimmy Lloyd. All right, that looks good though.
Let's see who's next.
Who's this? Okay. John Wayne Murdoch.
Number 1 rated boy in the
Duke.
world.
The Duke of Hardcore.
Did you see this guy got rated number 1 over Tremont, the travesty?
How do you feel about that, Brian?
It's a fucking guy. It made me tight. It made me legitimately tight. But he does what he does. The top 5 was legit. Everybody in the top 5 deserved to be there, for sure.
Brian, what you're referring to is the Kings Road Deathmatch Top 100 of 2022.
Yeah, but I think he only did like he only posted the top 50
as voted by the fans. It was the top 100 deathmatch
champion. We have the people's champion
as voted by the people.
The peeps.
It was the Kings Road Wrestling Top 100, but they only posted 50 of them. So, all right, that's pretty cool.
And the third one, Mr. PCO himself.
PCO number 1. Number 1.
The last time I seen PCO like up in center was him versus Schlack.
He makes me think of Blackcraft Wrestling. Do you guys
Huh.
remember Blackcraft Wrestling at all?
Yeah, the collective weekend. I will see them at like midnight.
They only did like 2 shows, but I really fucked with it.
All
Shut
right.
up, Pat.
All
Don't
right.
laugh at me.
Hey, listen.
I got a bunch more stuff here, you know.
What do you got, Brian?
Let's keep it
We
going.
got crew passes. We got crew passes.
So you could
Sweet.
do you wear these passes?
Do you wear? No, I think when they sell people these,
It's just
you can get them
little-
signed. You can get them signed and like frame them.
So do you like walk into? Would you walk into the event and do like Wayne's World? Like,
Absolutely. I mean, you could. It would be really dumb, but they have dates. There's like dates on them.
okay.
What you are holding right there is the reason why CM Punk Kid and people like him dedicate their entire lives to helping out at Ring
This
Crew
was on our show,
so
and he is
that
now a
they
pound.
can wear one of those.
Dude, Mittens wears it. Mittens
See,
gets
back
it.
in my day, dude, you would put the laminate on your fucking carabiner.
Or on your people had lanyards.
You had the tour laminate on the carabiner.
A carabiner, I guess, was the way.
That was like the
Dude, I think
status symbol.
I think this right here is my. I feel this is a fight used weapon, bro. I can feel like little spikes.
Looks
this
like
is
a gusset.
It looks like
a.
this looks gussety, and it's making me stoked. I think it might be a bloody gusset.
Open up the gusset.
You want to put a glove on before you open that?
No, is it kind of sick that Danny DeMonto does this? But he's
Do
not the
you
only
think
one.
that the gusset is gonna give you hepatitis before you give the gusset COVID?
I don't think that. I don't think I'll get hepatitis because they get tested.
I know, I'm just joking. What, the gussets get blood work done?
the gussets.
The wrestlers that bleed onto the gun. How am I supposed to open this without fucking slicing my hands?
Probably
Brian,
scissors.
Get a knife.
Yeah.
Get a scissor.
Should I open it with my Masada weapon?
Oh my God! This. Hey, you guys want to see Brian cut his finger off on the air?
Bro, what the heck?
Everybody relax.
As if the gussets weren't going to demonetize us. Brian showed his brass knuckles knife real quick on the. On the
Katana.
I didn't pull it out the sheath, dude.
Your fatality.
Hey, you know what?
weapon.
YouTube.
Did you guys
You kept
see
it
that
in the
match?
sheath.
Did you guys see that Masada versus Drake Younger?
Yeah, when was that? That was this past weekend.
It was the Christmas show.
I didn't see that. How was that?
I didn't see it either. I was asking you if you saw it.
Mm.
No, I've been a busy boy.
I have Fight Plus and I subscribe to it, but you can't watch XPW for free until like 2 weeks later.
Oh, that's beat.
It's B, yeah. You have to pay like $30 to watch the pay per view.
Brian subscribed to Fight Plus now too.
Dude, it's $5, dude. $5,
Yeah.
you get every single.
get everything
GCW
live.
show. You get all past GCW shows,
There's some other companies that are on it too.
and you get the
Yeah.
XPW shit. You just can't watch it live. You get everything, but you just can't watch it live. Everything comes for free in like 2 weeks. Or like,
Blackcraft was with the guy from Hellraiser. Yeah, Doug
Yeah.
Bradley.
that was dope shit, dude.
Doug Bradley was involved.
They used to come out and do sermons. There wasn't Matthew Justice like the boy. He was like the boy.
I don't remember, but during that 2019 collective, they definitely had a dude who got like nails in his hands perform.
Well, I mean, G Raver. I know he's like an unspoken person right now, but that's like where I discovered G Raver when I started watching Blackcraft shit.
Yo, what up, Larry? We're actually unboxing an ICW mystery box.
What up, Larry?
Dude, I'm fucking having a hard time when opening this, but this.
Yeah, well, be careful opening it. You don't
Yeah,
want to.
Brian, be careful.
All right, I opened it.
What
It's
is it?
sharp. It's so sharp. It's a gusset plate.
Aw.
Oh, look, Larry was the MC of Blackcraft Wrestling.
Dude, that was the best shit, man. I miss it. I miss that shit. I enjoyed it. I mean,
Now, are
like,
these gussets
they had-
signed?
This is a signed gusset, yeah.
Be careful now, Brian.
There's no
See?
blood on. Oh wait,
Larry know what time it is.
Battle of the Tough Guys, Mr. Danny DeMonto.
Nice.
There's
That's
no
dope.
blood. This is an unbloody gusset. Though.
Direct from Home Depot. Nice.
Direct from Home Depot, signed.
Be careful now, Brian. Don't
No,
cut
the
yourself
gusset-
on those
the
gussets.
The gusset is placed on the floor.
Don't actually punch it into your own shoulder now.
Dude, I can't even
accidentally.
believe people put this in their face, dude. This is like not okay.
Yeah. No.
This is not okay, dude.
Bro, this
Somehow
is in
it
their
looks
head.
like-
It's not even in their face.
It's
Head.
like worse with bald dudes.
Dude, some people put it in their bodies, bro.
I
It's
would rather have somebody punch it into my arm or
In
my
your
shoulder than in my head or my face. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's all bad. All right, let's keep going. What else we got?
Ooh, mystery box. So dope.
It's dope. I mean, so far I've gotten a lot of shit.
You got a lot of stuff.
I got some stickers here. We got
Congratulations.
stickers.
You played yourself.
John Wayne Murdoch. We got John Wayne Murdoch.
All right. Okay.
Number 1 boy. And we got a Hoodfoot, number 3 boy. He was
Hoodfoot number 3. Hoodfoot just climbing, soaring through the rankings.
It's insane that Hoodfoot's number 3 on that list, honestly, with all those names. Oh, and we got a Schlack one, a Schlack sticker.
Those are nice sticks.
Those are dope stickers.
I like this one the most, the Schlack.
There's still more
Put
stuff.
those
It's
in
a
your work locker.
I don't have a locker. I don't like putting my shit there. I put my and I don't trust anybody.
Wait a second. Do you not have a locker? Or do you not use the locker?
I was asked if I wanted to access the locker.
What happened?
And you were like, nah, fuck that.
I said no, fuck that, because the locker's like all the way upstairs. You got to go upstairs to use it, and you got to like converse with all the other fucks.
So you just come in and like you just sit down.
No, there's a changing room in the back, like in the package room where I work. Like in the lobby, when you first walk in, there's a package room where I do my business, and that's where I change. Only the doormen access it, though. So it's like a doorman locker room.
Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out to the doorman locker room.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Keep going with the package. What else is in the box? Is there more stuff?
I got a little keychain.
Nice.
ICW, no holds barred.
Okay, we got a little pin set. Dude. I don't even know if I want to open it because I got Larry.
Who's in it?
Can you see Larry's beautiful face?
I can make out some Larry. It's just Larry's face on a pin.
Larry's face on it.
That's an awesome pin.
He's giving Larry, dude.
That's great. He's
Giving
doing full.
Larry.
He's going
We
full
got the
Larry.
Larry pin here.
All right, who else is in here? We got. I think that's Joel Bateman. That's Mr. Joel Bateman.
Mr. Joel Bateman.
Joel Bateman.
Down under.
And then the other 2 are just ICW logo pins, not people. They're just logo. Can you see it?
Shout out.
Nice.
It's dope. And I'm not even gonna. It's a deathmatch circus.
You should get Larry to sign that.
I mean, Larry, if he wouldn't want to sign it, I would gladly have him sign it.
Right. I wasn't gonna ask, but it's judging from it's just like Larry's doing ring announcing. One day his face is on pins. He just he's like,
Faces on pins.
okay, cool.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And then the
Let's
last.
go.
I think this is the last item in the box. This is the last item.
Final item.
Final item.
T-shirt.
Fire.
Nice.
Very nice.
Pit
I'd
fighter.
say $100 well spent.
It's the battle of. Do you remember the Battle of the Tough Guys? The event.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
That is this.
Yo, what is that thing on the bottom? It has like an embroidered like
No,
patch
it's not,
or something.
It's not. It's just this kind of shirt. It's a custom printed with love. It's a kind of.
Does it say authentic?
It's a sticker.
I'm gonna take it off. Yeah, it's a sticker.
It's a
Could
sticker.
you read that to me?
Custom printed with love. Rush order.
From where?
Rush order tees.
Rushordertees.com. It's actually,
okay.
it's actually a very. It's actually a very nicely printed shirt.
Yep.
Nice.
Larry,
What's
he
the
got
tag? What's the
$100
tag?
box.
What's the garment? And what's the garment there?
It's a Gildan dry blend.
Oh, a dry blend.
blend,
Nice.
dude.
Dry
Nice.
blend. Yeah,
Nice.
feels
Nice,
good.
nice, nice,
It's a
nice,
large,
Good.
large.
Yeah, it's the hundo box. Shout out ICW. So Brian, give me a rate your box. How do you like your
So, yeah,
box? dude?
I'm just most interested in this Japanese book because I think these are like valuable to people, and it's not really valuable to me.
You should watch the
I don't-
event.
I mean, I don't really fuck with the. It's not BJW. I know that. It's just like
Crossover 6.
crossover 6. I think this is Taka Michinoku, dude. Can you see him?
That is Taka.
That's Taka Michinoku. That's the only person I can really recognize.
That's a
I don't know
fact.
who's that. Can you recognize this guy in the middle with his arm?
Nah.
No.
Yeah, Taka. I know
Taka's the only one I can recognize.
Taka's for
there.
sure.
All right. Okay.
I think you should go back, watch the event, become familiar with these guys, come
Yeah.
back next week and put us on and tell us why we should watch that event.
I think that I'm into that. It makes me excited. I like that mystery box very much.
Think about it. If you were like a kid, dude, and
Dude, if I was a kid, I'd be even more stoked than I am, and I'm like a big kid.
yeah, well, but I don't know. It's like the way you discover stuff when you're like a kid,
Yeah, like
and
if I
like
go
so.
and
If
watch
that
this
book
Japanese
was like laying around,
Oh my God, I would have
You know?
flipped through it like 30 times.
Yeah,
in one
exactly.
night.
You would know the book by heart, you know?
Oh
Right.
my God, hell
And
yeah.
and
dude.
like
Facts.
and now if you're a kid, you can like YouTube it and go
Dude,
fucking.
I'm gonna put you guys on. ICW does. I mean, and they're not the only ones. H2O, Matt Tremont's school company does it too. They do live sales. Highspots.com does live sales. A bunch of these people are just like selling shit, dude.
I think I'm about to start doing live sales.
We could do it fucking right here, dude. We could do auctions. They
I
do
have a
auctions
bunch of
and shit,
cool stuff that I think people would want to buy. You think people like Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi?
I mean,
Do you think people would want this
Would they want this?
Iowa box with a whole bunch of weed in it?
Iowa.
Iowa box.
Once upon a time in
Oh,
Iowa.
wrestling revolver.
Iowa box.
Anyway,
Dude, those cards are sold out. That box is actually probably valuable if you get it signed.
Yo, so we're selling a bunch of all-in cards. It's like, I think 9 cards. For
I
like,
saw that.
For like $450
Oh, you're on sale now?
for all of them.
Oh. Dude, I see, but and I wanted to buy it at first, but then I like have like a few of them.
They have like supposedly they have like a lot of worth to them now. That all-in set.
Dude, the all-in set's like the premier set, and you know what's another premier set? The PWG sets.
Yes, that I know. I want to get the new one that's coming out.
Did it come out?
Not yet because they're still announcing competitors.
Limitless Wrestling?
Yes,
They fucking put out cards that sell out in like fucking seconds.
really.
Yeah, dude. And they go on eBay for fucking stupid money.
Well, I'll tell you where
That's
you
so
can buy
odd.
cards.
It's so odd, and it's just like, I mean, it's crazy.
Sean,
People
you
love
owe
cards.
you owe the Blvd Bullies $5 for saying you know where you can find cards and rubbing your hat suggestively. That's advertising space that you just fucking earned.
So you know you can find really good cards.
Dude, I
Don't
honestly,
rub your hat
I
suggestively.
love the PWJ card. The blood prints are dope
Thank you.
as fuck.
Thank you very
I
much.
fuck that. And I like that the wrestlers are into it.
Yeah, this Saturday we're actually doing Casey's signature, so we're gonna see.
Dude, I have I'm gonna show you this too, because I'm gonna send
This is
to you tomorrow.
unbelievable.
I'm sending this to Sean tomorrow via an Uber.
Yeah, Uber package. I'm getting that signed for Begins this weekend.
Can you see
I'll
it?
be at the Chains.
Nice.
Dope card.
Is it upside down?
There you go.
Actually, yeah, I'm very.
It's gonna be
excited.
a dope show, man. I can't wait. I really want to go
If
Friday.
it charges you to sign it, I'll like Venmo you.
Okay. The Vortex, man, is Friday. I can't believe I'm missing that.
You're missing so just fucking watch it on IWTV, bro.
Yeah, no, but there's a difference between watching it and being there. You know, like Pat says,
I haven't
we're
gone to a
good
fucking wrestling
fans.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to a wrestling show, and I can't even tell you how long.
The last time you went to us to see Outlaw, that was the Chavo show. That's the last time you were at a
That
show.
barely counts. I was selling the merch the whole time. I'm not like fucking screaming. I'm not like heckling and shit.
Well,
That's right.
AEW.
You
when
guys
you
be-
understands being a hoodlum.
That's the last time.
Being a hoodlum.
I lost my voice.
If you
Rolling
guys
marijuana
you guys
and-
stick around, be bullies long enough, yeah, and you won't be able to see Brian does he's experiencing a taste of the happiness being sucked out, you know? Hey, listen.
Happy joy.
You're at the table now. You can't have a good time. You can't yell.
That's why we got to go to ICW show.
You can't just call somebody a crack whore. You can't chant "you're a crack whore" from behind my merch table.
Can't tell them they have herpes anymore.
Yeah, so
Let's do sit-ups.
that's I think listen. So we'll go back in time to last Friday and Saturday, and I think that's what happens with me in Outlaw Wrestling. I think I have too much fun, and I'm basically in the ring doing. Basically, I'm doing what Brian would do. You know, Brian would chant, "You're a crack whore" from behind the merch table, make us look bad. I just get in the ring and do it. I just get in the ring and make us look bad. So, I don't know if this is an actual viral thing or if it's just viral to me, but on Friday at Outlaw, Wrestling Club was there. And Sean, you were there. I was starstruck, dude.
Yeah, we just walked over from Best Pizza, had a nice,
Oh, you're making me tight.
nice
Best
catch up. I haven't seen Pat in quite some time. So we spoke. We were there for like 10, 15 minutes. Then we get around the corner, and there's like a line of kids there. It was wild. It was like 38 kids, 39 kids.
But not just any kids, Brian. These were the Wrestling Club kids. And I don't
Was it
know
like a
how
school,
or
like
why.
An after-school club.
Yeah, it's like an after-school club, and I don't know how I get their videos on YouTube, but it's like somebody posts. I guess it's the leader of the club. They post like showed wrestling club, this match today. They loved it, and it's like a TikTok thing or something.
So it's like a TikTok of them, like him showing the kids watching the wrestling.
Sean, am I right? Is this correct?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. And when
That's
when companies are in town, I think he also reaches out and they send representation, and they send Swerve and Keith Lee.
Oh, the
AEW
worst team,
different
the worst team in the world.
Sasha and Naomi showed up one time.
Is this all the same wrestling club, Sean?
The same wrestling club?
Wow, that's incredible. And I had the joy and pleasure of performing, announcing in front of these young, impressionable youths at Outlaw Wrestling.
Right.
And, I mean, if you ask me, it went phenomenally.
The Toys for Tots show.
It was Toys for Tots, excuse me.
Get a lot of toys?
Huh?
Did you get a lot of toys?
Well, Sean, because he's a good fan and a good person, brought toys for the Tots.
Oh man, that's fucking dope. I'm sure. And Sean has like the dopest shit.
Well, it was a bunch of trading cards, so it was all WWE cards, AEW cards.
Did you know how excited a fucking little kid's gonna be to just
It
have
was
like
a legit
one card?
at least maybe like 300, 400 cards.
That's dope as shit.
And
dude.
I gave them all. I had pops and stuff like that, and
This guy's a good guy.
It's a good fucking dude.
So
kids.
I was ring announcing, doing my thing that I do in front of the wrestling club.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our bigger wrestling superstars on the show was getting announced in wrestling. Have you ever heard of Bull James, Brian?
Yes.
Former
He's been on our
NXT.
show. He's actually been a part of our show.
He has been on our show, Brian. Good memory. So
I have sometimes.
yeah, great guy. So it was like Bull doesn't wrestle quite often, so and he's got his own custom theme, much like the Blvd Bullies.
It's not made by Slug Christ.
No, it's not. But it's not made by Slug Christ.
No, just the Blvd Bullies.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, my God. I'm still a little sick. Or maybe your box gave me COVID. Anyway, so
That wouldn't be so quick. Don't be a fucking dick.
So anyway, the kids were there, and the Bull James was entering, and his music was starting, and it just stopped. The music just went out. And Brian, you got to keep in mind, this is just a stale old Catholic school gymnasium. No lighting, no atmosphere.
It's a cheap production.
It's very bright. It's very fluorescent. You got Jesus on one wall looking at you. You got the scoreboard on the other wall looking at you. And, it was just lame. And then the music goes out. I was just like, oh, my God. By the way, also, there was no ring entrance curtain this time around on either Friday or Saturday. So the wrestlers, they just came out of a door in a wall. So,
That's the worst shit. I remember specifically a video Sean sent me that of a guy changing. It's like the referee changing his clothes in the doorway. And there's no curtain, so you could just blatantly see the guy changing his clothes.
Jorge La Bestia.
La Bestia. Bestia.
He's like not even trying to stand behind the wall. He's just in the doorway.
He
was watching the match changing, and I think he forgot. Like, people can
no
see
awareness,
you,
zero awareness,
zero, absolutely zilch.
Yeah, I'm like, literally, like if you're standing in a doorway, and there's no door.
And there's
people
kids.
Can obviously see you.
This fucking wrestling club.
And he's taking one pant off and he's putting the other one in. I'm like, Papa, like, what are you doing?
In Papa Bestia's defense, this was on Saturday. Wrestling Club was Friday.
Yes.
So Bestia, referee Bestia exposed himself to the gym on Saturday.
Got it.
and on Saturday it was like a double door.
Yeah.
But on Friday, it was just one single door in a wall.
Right.
Just one single brown-ass door in a wall. So anyway, you come out, you try to look cool, you just get basically, I guess if you're wrestling in front of a wrestling club and 100 people in a very well-lit room in Brooklyn one Friday night, you just get as wet as possible. You know, if I was a wrestler, I would just get...
We've had a whole episode. This is the episode Bull was on. We sprayed ourselves wet.
Right. So, you know, actually, that's very true. And Bull was very wet, and he was trying his best. And the music cuts out. So then, like...
while he's walking out,
and then the music guy, the sound guy, best in the biz, goes... and it's like, oh, and then he hits a button, and it goes back on. Right, and it's like okay, so now the music's back on. Then it cuts off again. And I think at some point I was like, whoa, okay, start it over. Let's do this right, guys. You know, I was trying to. That's basically my move. Is that when things go wrong, I try to jump on the grenade and.
Right, is Bull super tight? Is Bull super tight at this point that the music has gone off twice?
You know, I mean,
is he tight after the? Are you looking at Bull the first time the music goes off?
You know, Brian, I didn't really know what was going on in his mind at the time, but in my mind's eye, Bull was very angry. You know what I mean? And in my heart, I said, you know what? Hey, sound guy. You know, hey, sound guy, let's do it again. You know, yeah, okay, all right. You know, I'm like trying to keep the crowd alive here, dude. Right. We're hanging by a thread. Sean, am I perceiving this incorrectly, dude?
I feel like that's a normal thing to do. If like the music cuts out, people are just like, "What the fuck's going on?"
I think you reacted in your most normal way possible.
Fuck you, buddy. Anyway, so I go, so I don't know. I just said, I yelled at the sound guy. I was like, "Are you kidding me? You're fucking fired, Bob." And I called him Bob.
You called him Bob, dude?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Pat.
Oh, Jesus.
No, but I know his name's Pat. I called him Bob because
That's amazing.
He was an idiot.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's amazing, dude. And
then,
you know what? I think to any person that was in the crowd probably thought that was funny as fuck.
Well, let me tell you something. I don't think the wrestling club administrators were too keen on it.
Did you? Why? What, did you say something like, did you say profane things?
Yeah, I said effing fired.
Oh, you said fucking fired. So
yeah.
But did they like warn you?
Clean out your locker at the club, Bob. You're fucking fired.
Dude, that's so funny.
So then
were you pre-warned before the show not to curse in front of the children?
Not really.
It was just I guess
that's goddamn bullshit. If they're talking about the cussing.
No, I mean I guess it goes without saying that I don't drop an F-bomb in the church, you know.
They're having wrestling in church, dude.
No, but it's like family-friendly wrestling, dude.
I hate it.
So anyway,
I can't. All right.
So then Bull James grabs the microphone from me and he goes, "No, you're fired." And he hands the microphone to Mittens. And Mittens announces Bull James.
I saw it.
Crowd goes wild.
Crowd goes mild.
Crowd goes wild. So I was like, okay, Sean, here's what's going to happen. So the match starts, and I was like, here's what's going to happen. I was like, I'm going to give you the microphone. You can take over for, like, the rest of the show. And then I'm going to sneak back in and make my illustrious return from I'm going to unfire myself.
You're going to unfire.
For the main event. Okay?
All right, I want to know how Sean's feeling at this point. How are you feeling, Sean?
So I'm ringside with him. And I'm like, you know what? It's okay. We're going to fix it. So we're going to finish it.
We're going to fix it.
Hey, and you're just going to fix it. And that's it. That's all we're going to do. And I'm being as positive as I can, right? And
it wasn't, but let me just stop you right there. It wasn't that big of a deal. I didn't really think.
So I have my arm around Pat, and I'm like, we see that the match is coming to an end. And he goes.
Well, what was your advice to me?
To go there, to get in the ring, and announce Bull James as your winner.
And get the makeup hug or something.
Yes, and give the hug.
Get like the baby face turn. Right, the baby face pop.
A little rub.
So he goes to do that, and Pat, you take it from there.
Well, I was telling Sean, I was like, Sean, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I really don't think that's a good idea. And it's like, but you know,
do the right thing.
His logic was flawless. It was good, you know, because you could work it out that way. You know, my way to work it out was going to be I was going to vanish, Come on back. Come on
Come
back for
back
the
to
main.
the main event.
And, you know,
Yeah.
I wasn't going to come back and be like, I'm back. I was just going to come back for that and do the main. You know, I was just going to come back and do the main. I was just going to all of a sudden be there again, you know, and close out the show. Sean's like, no. What you should do is you should walk up the steps and get in the ring to announce him as the winner. And then, like, you guys will share a thing. And, you know, that did make a little bit of sense.
In my head, I'm thinking children there.
Yeah.
You made a mistake. You own up. You do the right thing. So I'm thinking in my head, this is what's going to happen.
No, it's not. It's never that easy, obviously.
So,
of course, I get back in the ring, and now what I'm doing is I'm getting in the ring because, you know, Sean has convinced me to do this. So, you know, like in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm going to use mental telepathy with Bull to just like make sure that this happens. You know, I'm going to let him know like what we're going to do, you know, because that makes sense. Sean, you're right. It did make sense. But of course, you know, I mean, come on. We're in a Catholic church. Do you think that forgiveness was in the cards for me, Brian? It wasn't. And I go to
First of all, in Catholic Church, forgiveness is always in the cards.
Well, you know, you'd be surprised, Brian.
No, it's supposed to be, you know, and that's why I don't like those motherfuckers.
You know, pretty judgmental, Brian.
I'm sorry, I don't like any religion. The Jews are bad too. They're all.
Oh my God, Brian! Stop! What's going on with you? This story was about the wrestling club, Brian.
We started talking about the Catholics.
Brian, could you just let the viewers know that you are in fact Jewish and grew up Jewish?
I kind of did. I dropped.
Oh my God, he's really just trying to get himself just
over.
Explain why you just blatantly said that the Jews aren't great because are Jewish.
I think that all religion is.
Oh my God. Okay, just Brian, you're not really catching my drift here.
Sorry,
you're not really catching my drift.
Easy, Kanye.
Yeah. Everybody, Brian is Jewish, okay?
I don't
know why
all religion is no good. That's
okay. He doesn't like any religion, but it's like then it was like, oh, Brian, just like says, you know, you've mentioned Goldberg before on this show,
right? I'm technically, my parents are Jewish, right?
But Brian, when you're going, okay, whatever, we'll talk about it later. We're gonna have to have a meeting,
right?
Because you know, if you're going to try to get away with those comments,
you got fired. That's
Brian,
what we were talking about.
If you're gonna say things like that,
you're getting fired.
If you're gonna say things like that, if you're gonna say things like Goldberg is bad at being Jewish and all this stuff, and then if so, you know, and then you
give a bad name to the Jews,
right? But you said that because you know you are Jewish, right? So you know, if you're gonna say these things and then hide behind the fact that you are Jewish, when somebody asks you if you're Jewish, say yes. Because you're saying these ridiculous things.
I'm technically agnostic now.
You're saying these horrible things, and I'm saying like, oh, Brian, you just said that because you're Jewish, right? And you go, yeah, kinda. It's like, what the hell is your fucking problem, man?
Calm down.
What is your problem?
I have no problem.
So Pat gets into the ring.
Oh my God, Brian.
Anyway,
so I get back into the ring and I go. I mean, the whole thing is derailed now. You could basically connect the dots. The forgiveness didn't work out. It didn't work out. That was Friday.
So did you ring announce on Saturday?
Of course, I ring announced on Saturday. I ring announced the main event at the show as well.
So it was like a joke. You weren't fired. It was like a joke. He was like joking.
It was like a joke firing, right?
Right.
It wasn't a real firing.
Right.
But of course, what had happened was now Mittens is like galvanized. Now I'm getting heckled by Mittens like constantly.
That's funny though. What do you expect? He's there all the time. What do you think he's going to do?
He is a good customer. I love him.
That's like that. I mean, I would do the same thing. I mean, you know, like any person that goes to the shows would.
He's a good fan, just like you guys. Mittens is a good fan.
I would say he's a way better. He's like, I mean, he's more like Sean. Like Sean actually goes to the shows. Like he's like there every. You see Mittens' face like every single time.
You know what's crazy is that I see Mittens more than I see you guys.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. You go to the shows, bro. You're in the scene, chilling with the people. You're gonna see Mittens because he's there every single fucking time.
You're gonna laugh. He sees me. He goes, our dates really coincide with one another. I was like, Mittens, they do. That they do, Mittens.
Great observation.
He's funny as shit, dude. You hit him in the head with a tube.
Yes, I did.
And then he hit you back, and it was amazing.
So on Saturday, we did Outlaw as well at St. Pat's. And one of the best things that I've seen in any independent show at Outlaw is that the Groovy Grizzlies came out all injured.
And they was still thrusting.
Yeah, they were still gyrating and humping things. They were like so injured, but still so horny. Oh my God, that was so awesome. Oh, hey!
Look at that. Ryan's about to be canceled. And show
Ryan,
up in XP.
Because I don't like religion? Oh, you guys are goddamn P words. P words. A whole bunch of them.
Pajama. I didn't cut my hair. I showed up to work. I got to work with Kevin Kelly. You know what? I didn't get to announce. I paid money to
we didn't even get to talk about this because
try out to be an announcer.
The show was like not on.
And I wound up not getting able to ring announce because it was that same night as the Outlaw show in Brooklyn.
Oh, that's right, dude. So Friday after Outlaw, you went to bed. You went all the way home, and then
I went home
early up the next morning to go to this thing.
Yeah, so I got home, 1 something, maybe 2 o'clock. I was up within like 3.5 hours to shave, shower, and then head on out to Tom's River. I was there from 8 to 4. Throughout the time there, I sat with Kevin Kelly, and he basically like just broke down everything for us being commentators, ringside commentators. I went there with the anticipation of ring announcing, showing them that I can ring announce. And when I asked about the ring announcing, I was told that there was no time for it because there was too many people that had to get in the ring to show their matches and do X, Y, and Z. But I did get to call a whole bunch of matches, so that I am grateful for. I actually got to work more than the actual wrestlers. So
that's kind of bullshit because you all paid.
I paid $50. You know what I'm saying?
Like
but one thing I'll take away,
they're telling you after the fact that you guys now don't have enough time because they booked too many motherfuckers. They took too many people's money, so now you can't do what you're supposed to do.
Sean, did you wear the shoes?
Damn right I wore the Chelsea boots.
The Chelsea boots, dude.
I George Washington up in there, and I was look what I could do. But yeah, man, it was pretty cool. I got to call some cool matches. There were some familiar faces over there from like the shows we do over here. So, it was just cool. Everybody's hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people are saying independent wrestling is dead and it's quiet, that's a complete, utter lie, and they're like not looking to see what's going on.
And seeing that wasn't even last week. That was 2 weeks ago now, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, last week I was at a sports game and Patrick was dying.
Yeah, Pat was sick last week.
Yes, that was like a week.
It's literally the first week since this show started that you haven't done a show.
Who, me?
Pat.
Is that true?
I think that's a fact. Like, you've done a show even when that's like the reason that Sean is here is because I couldn't be here and you were a guest on the show.
Iron Man.
Yep.
Iron Man show. Place. It's got to have been about a year, almost 52 weeks.
We were doing it on Twitch first, there was multiple Twitch shows.
Yeah,
hell yeah!
I've been on almost a year now. I think Pat reached out to me in April because I was DMing him all the time.
This year, 2022.
Last year.
2021.
Yeah, last year, Papa, and I was like, "Yo, let's work, Papa." And then he was like, "You know what, Sean? It's time to work." And I've been with you guys consistently since.
Hey, shout out.
That's dope as well. It's kind of insane. It's really, and it makes me kind of tight that we have no idea what number episode this is.
You know what? It just shows that we're having a good time.
How many YouTube videos are there?
I'd say maybe 8 or 9.
I don't even think they're all there. And one of them is like not even
8 or 9.
Yeah, one of them is not even watchable. You can't, if you click it, it says it doesn't load.
Good. Good, I'm glad. Yo, there's got to be like 20.
Dude, can I tell you one of
episodes
the
here.
most crazy thing that's happened to me in my whole life?
What's that?
Dude, I fucking made a huge mistake. I had that huge dental bill. I put it all onto one credit card, and then I accidentally left my automatic payments on for the full balance.
You dick.
So in my bank account, it took out everything that I had.
That's the most Christmas thing to happen.
Dude, I woke up and I was just like, ah.
That's like
and
the
it was-
Griswolds when he's
and it was
waiting for the bonus.
Completely and utterly my fault. Like there was just like a stupid moment, and then I fixed it. Like I was able to rectify my stupidity. But there was 2 days of utter misery.
All right, enough of your boring story, Brian. Sean, back to you and the Kevin Kelly. Could you share with us any decent advice that Kevin Kelly may have imparted to you?
Kevin Kelly told me to speak what I feel. If you're going to be a commentator, don't hold back. Be yourself and be comfortable, because a lot of people are uncomfortable and they go in there always trying to impress someone, and the person you should be trying to impress is yourself. And usually
Staring
9
you right
times
back
out
in
of
the
10,
mirror.
9 times out of 10, you're doing a good job. You just have to accept it. But yeah, he told me to do Spanish commentary, and if I know Spanish, and I was like, yes, I do know Spanish.
Oh, you're a fluent man.
Yeah, so I got put on to do Spanish commentary with another fellow Spanish commentator, and then I did it by myself, and then they had me rotating with everyone else, and then I was the only one, along with 2 other guys, to do a 3-man team. So it was pretty cool.
Do you enjoy that? Do you enjoy performing in a different language?
Yeah, listen, I'll be honest, like wrestling is the only thing I've really ever watched besides like Nickelodeon. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what I know. And if
I'm talking more about like you speaking in English as opposed to speaking in Spanish.
It's
like
I honestly feel, bro, it's the same thing for me. I don't know why. I learned Spanish too from watching wrestling.
I guess if you're fluent, then it would be
the
same.
There would be Saturdays where I couldn't go out. So what I will watch, I will put on Telemundo and watch a AAA show from 2 in the afternoon till 6 in the evening. Or I would put WWF Metal on like Univision, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm hearing brutalmente, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
did you like those commentators more than the English ones?
Yeah, you feel more of the connected, and you feel the excitement more because they're not really like saying anything crazy. They're just like wow, whoa, wow, like
they're more colorful. It's like to give the English dudes like some credit, JR is like amazing. Like his old shit, his classic shit's like amazing. It's comparable to how excited the Spanish announcers would get.
So
he would be screaming at the top of his lungs for half the match.
So what I noticed with the Spanish announcers, what they like is like Carlos Cabrera, he goes brutalmente, brutal, ay Dios mío, like they like that.
Right.
They don't like mira está cogiendo y después una patada para el atómico. Pero they don't want that. They want
shit.
just
I feel like that's crazy shit, dude.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's fun. I like it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like it. Being able to tell a story to people that don't understand it.
You know, they say that if you're a non-wrestler, the best way to make money in wrestling is by being a commentator. There's more money in commentating than ring announcing, because as the commentator, you're the indispensable voice of the product. You're the front man.
Yep.
You're the lead singer, the salesman.
You're talking literally the whole entire time.
So I enjoyed it, man. It was cool. So I didn't get there. I didn't get to do what I went there for, but what I did do, I took I took a lot away.
You got knowledge. You got wisdom.
I took way more away from that than I went over there. You know what I'm saying? To do.
Yeah.
Like, now I was like, wow, like this.
It was worth $50 for you.
No, it was. You know what I'm saying? Just being around a room of just hungry people. Like, there's people that really want it and want to succeed and want to put, you know what I'm saying, positivity into that community. Right. So it was cool to be around. There's a lot of hungry people out there.
Those people are the worst.
You said they're the worst.
Those people are the worst people.
Even if they're the worst, being around people that all want to do the same thing is like there's like a vibe.
I feel the exact opposite. I hate being around people who want to take my jobs.
I mean, it's not wanting to. I guess that's like when you're in a band. I compare it to like being in a band when you would be in a band and like be with other bands. It's like
fuck other bands too. Ugh, the worst.
But some bands are dope, dude.
Playing their music.
Yeah, some bands are really good.
No, yeah. Hey, speaking of bands, I'm not going to ICW. I'm going to be playing in a music show.
That's awesome. Yeah, this is your first show since the last one that you did, right?
Since that
the one
studio live thing, yeah.
It's the same band.
So anyway, on Saturday, after spending a whole bunch of time with a lot of hungry people who want to make a positive impact on the wrestling community, and there's no end to their drive and hustle and their professionalism and their shoe games, then you came all the way to Bay Ridge, Brooklyn to meet me at Outlaw with my dirty Nikes and
what do your Nikes have to
barely a will to live or carry on. But we got to see the Groovy Grizzlies.
Yo, hold on. What size are your sneakers, bro?
I could go, it depends. I could go anywhere from 10.5 to 12.
Okay, cool.
That's a big fucking...
You know, I used to wear 12s, like, and then I don't know if my feet shrunk or something, but like now I'll wear like a 10.5 and 11. I'll be like, why did I ever wear size 12? How was that even possible?
They were probably too big, but you thought they fit because you were a stupid kid.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I wasn't listening. So anyway, I just want to tell you, besides also getting in trouble at Outlaw, I went to jump. So, you know, Encore Moore? You know this guy, yes. Encore Moore? I love that guy. He's a great guy. And he was wearing this Chicago Bulls, like, jumpsuit. And after the show, he was carrying his bag and walking out. And I went, hey. And I was like accidentally walking next to him. Kind of, we were going to the same place. And I went, hey. And he was like, what? And I fucking jumped up and tried to like clap the backboard. Which, you know, I mean, come on. I used to play some ball. I know what I'm doing. I know about Michael Jordan. And I was just being funny. And so I fucking, you know, clapped the backboard, landed. My knee just crumbled to pieces.
Oh.
So poor Encore Moore had to watch me go, huh, ah!
He's like, what the
and like writhe around on the floor in horrible pain for like a few moments.
Did you tear your shit, dude?
Yo, I'm telling you,
He could have.
I really thought I did.
You blew your knee out.
Yeah, dude. It just like was like a bunch of twigs cracking.
You can't just do that kind of shit without stretching.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, yo, let me show Encore Moore my raw athleticism.
You were.
I was like, and basically just collapsed.
Have you since healed?
Dude, I was like and then of course, because we've empowered Mittens, and Mittens is now higher on the respect chain than I am, Mittens somehow saw this and went, ha, 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 and started laughing at me, pointing and laughing at me.
So it becomes another thing he can say, Pat tried to jump.
Yo, you should have seen this motherfucker try to jump. So then like, I was like, I didn't even know what was happening. I was like seeing stars. My head was spinning. I was hearing Mittens laughing at me. And I just instinctually, like, I got up and like hopped away. And I was like, bye. And then like I sat in the bathroom for a minute. It was like, oh my God, my knee. Dude, for 2 days, I could not walk, dude. My shit was fucked up. I thought I was going to need ACL something or other surgery.
But you kept slipping the whole night, though.
That's scary shit, dude.
Well, the tarp doesn't really help. Yeah.
The tarp is what really, like, puts you on your ass.
Anyway.
Has your knee since healed?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You have no pain.
No, so I went, but I took the knee accident into the flu.
Self-acting to active.
That's a terrible transition.
Dude, it was absolutely brutal.
And
then, you know, it was all the way in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. So, you know, I had like my girlfriend came and she asked if 2 of her friends could come. And these aren't people who would have come to the show anyway. You know, they were just like in the area. And it's like, oh, whatever.
Friends.
It's 3 more people to sit and clap. You know, they weren't going to be here without me anyway. It's not like they would have paid $40 to go see the wrestling. Like, they're my guests. Just let them in. Okay, hey, no problem. So then they told me, you know, hey, listen, Pat. You know, you were going to get paid today, but you had 3 guests, so it's not going to happen. And I was like, oh, man. Damn, just my luck. What a coincidence. The one day I was going to get paid, I had guests, you know? Oh, well. So, you know, I was thinking about it.
That's mind-blowing shit, dude.
And then so I was thinking about it. So, you know, it's like, listen, I mean, I got a ride home and a nice dinner bought for me on Friday. But Saturday, you know, I had the 3 guests. So, you know, I didn't get paid. So it was like, hey, no big deal. You know, 2 days of pay down the drain because I had guests at the show. And then I was thinking, you know, Brian, you're probably going to be just like Sean commentating, except you're going to be commentating for XPW after your latest outburst. And then I was thinking maybe I should go to XPW, you know. And I was thinking about that video of Wax jumping off of the balcony.
And nothing can go wrong.
Yeah, that our Blvd Bullies security member Sean's brother took for us. You know, and it's like that video is still getting like a lot of views and a lot of comments. And, you know, Wax jumped off the scaffolding. And you know, a lot of our people who watch our page and stuff, I guess they don't really know XPW. You know, they don't really know indie wrestling that well. They're not as good fans as you guys, obviously. So that's like, we're getting a lot of comments that are like...
all this for a hot dog and a water.
I swear, some of these guys have an unbalanced idea of risk-reward. Right. I hope he made more than $50 for that spot. So, well, and all these people are concerned about how much money Wax made to jump off the balcony. And, you know, I was just thinking about ring announcing those 2 nights, and, man, I was just reading these comments saying, any of these amounts is more than I got paid. You know?
I mean, $50. It's absolute fucking garbage trash that you're not, as an employee, that you couldn't bring a fuck.
Hope he got his $20, this person says. All that for $2 and a gas gift card.
A gas gift card.
All that for a 12-pack of Coors Light. You know, Sean, I will say that on Friday, I did take at least 12 beers.
At least 12.
Did they account that into your pay? Did they use that against you?
I didn't even think it was 12.
Or did they use the guests? Did they
I don't know. I was taking like 3 at a time, though.
And Bull's mom was running the...
as a fucking worker, as like a fucking employee, you should be allowed to drink you should drink the shit, dude. Like, people have, as performer...
drink the shit.
Hope he got his slices of pizza and $10. So that's like what...
You should get a meal.
That's what's been going.
You should get a.
That's what's been.
You laugh.
I'd like a slice of turkey with cranberry sauce and stuff.
You think that's funny, but you don't think that workers should be getting fed and shit?
Can I have a hot dog in a red Solo cup, no bun?
You should get a meal.
You should.
No, you know what? You're right, dude. Because, you know, talking about music, you know, you're if you're anybody worth anything playing music, and even if you're not. Show up to the venue. Fucking promoters got pizza, case of waters.
Some bands have like demand. If you're a bigger, I mean, not that you're like fucking like even like I mean Larry Legend. Like some people have like demands for their green room. Like they have like a list of things that they like to have, and the people that are hiring them gives it to them because that's what you do as a professional.
No, like when we have autographs and stuff like that, we always like. Ask, are there like any snacks in particular you like? Are there any music that you like to have on? Would you like to have something playing on the TV?
Dude, you treat your fucking hired fucking talent well as a fucking business. That's
one time somebody asked for a steak sandwich from Subway. It was the most random request. But it's like
a wrestler that was like doing a signing, you meant?
Mm-hmm.
And that dude, that's like dope. I would be so excited to get that guy a steak sandwich.
I was like, wow, this is wild.
What wrestler asked for the steak sandwich? Was it Matt Riddle?
That with his barbed wire girlfriend nipples. What is that? I want to hear about this.
Did you like how I asked you if it was Matt Riddle just so we could talk about Matt Riddle?
Yeah, I like that. That was great.
Yeah. So, he's taken off TV. They're giving him the Jeff Hardy, either go to rehab or leave.
You can't compare it to Jeff Hardy.
Well,
Jeff
I mean,
Hardy,
I'm just
Jeff Hardy
saying.
no, it's much worse what Jeff Hardy did. He didn't get a DUI. He wasn't endangering.
Well, no, I'm just saying that the WWE gave him the same ultimatum that they gave Jeff Hardy.
Well, right, rehab or fired.
Yeah, rehab or bye-bye.
Right.
I mean, it's got to be more
Because
than
it wasn't
weed,
his first.
right?
It wasn't his first offense. I read it wasn't just weed, and it wasn't just the first time that it's happened.
So if we want to be blunt, it was cocaine and MDMA.
You know that for a
Nice.
fact, or are you hypothesizing?
No, that's exactly what it was.
Interesting. So there you go. So there you have it. So Matt Riddle's gone off the deep end, it would appear. I mean,
He misses Randy.
he must really miss Randy, dude.
I've read that Randy might never wrestle again.
Yeah, his back is that cooked.
Shoot. Well,
That sucks.
too many RKOs, dude.
RKOs,
He said
Heights,
good. Randy Orton is
vertical
one of the
suplex
better.
off the top rope. He would
That's
always
one
take
of his
crazy
staples.
back bumps. Crazy back bumps high on the shoulders. Always.
That's facts.
Look at Hogan. Hogan's back. Hogan can't walk the right way. If you
Hogan's butt,
He
yeah.
jumped on his butt so many times.
look at Matt Hardy, all those leg drops.
Too
Now
many
his
butt
legs
bumps.
are-
Yeah.
How scary is a leg drop, dude? I feel like that's like the scariest move to like perform well.
Bro,
you have
you're
to, like,
literally
land- you have to,
you're
like-
landing on your
like, land-
spine.
Yeah, dude. That's like the scariest move. Besides like a pile driver, I guess that's kind of terrifying too.
Yeah, bro.
pile driver
For you, it's
and-
terrifying, not for the person. Because it's like you're taking full impact. When you drop that leg, you know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah,
wanna-
forget about Matt Riddle. We don't need to talk about him. That's fine.
Yeah, forget about it.
People don't like Matt Riddle.
He's an asshole. Well, no, I'm just saying I think he went crazy. Because,
I mean, the whole thing with him with the bongos is funny. His whole thing was funny.
They kept going with the jokes last night on Raw. Like Elias was
He kept
talking about him.
He kept like referring to Matt Riddle for sure.
He kept referring to that and to like weed.
He
was
sang the whole
like,
song.
Matt
He
Riddle
sang
left
the
me
whole
this
song.
thing rolled up here, and then he pulls out this thing that Matt Riddle left him that was rolled up, and it was
Was it a
piece of-
poster?
No, it was like a sticky note, and he unraveled it, and he was like, "Let me put this up here." It was rolled up too tight. So it's like they're still running with the punches.
People love weed now because
People love
it's legal. I mean, people love weed because it's legal. It's like they're allowed to talk about it.
They
Like
love
allowed
him. You
to
know what I'm
just,
saying?
like,
If
say it
he's
now.
smart, he'll get his stuff together because the kid has a bright future there if he does it the right way. But clearly, there's some stuff he's dealing with in which he chooses to, deal with in other ways.
He always has drama. He's been like in the limelight with the like accusations and shit. Always some kind of problems.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
that's
been a
true.
lot of
I
stuff. on him.
forgot about all that.
Yeah, I forgot about
He
his
always
van
has some
story.
kind of shit.
Yo, yeah, and there's like he's dating apparently this like hyper tattooed.
She works for XPW too.
Does she?
She does.
No, what's her name? Sin Sage?
I can't recall the name off the top of my head.
Vipress?
Mm-mm. If you said it, I might know it, but I can't recall.
I googled it because you guys were texting about it this morning, so I googled
But
it.
she's 100% like an XPW person.
Matt Riddle. I googled Matt Riddle porn star friend because that's what you guys were texting. Misha Montana.
There it is.
Never heard of her, but she's extremely tattooed. And to make matters even stranger, I went to her Instagram and she's following two people,
Just two?
Is it
herself
her?
and Matt Riddle.
Right.
Oh, there goes your answer right there.
So it's very,
But
very odd.
she might be like a wrestler. She might be a wrestler too for XPW. Or she might.
Spotted making out something on her Instagram. He was supposed to team with Elias. He got thumbed by Solo Sikoa.
Which I
off
love.
TV,
Did you see
drug
the whole
tests,
thumbing, the whole
blah, blah,
thumbing and Umaga tribute?
Yeah, but you know what's funny is that his son just announced that he's beginning training. And it's like...
Whose
now
son?
you're- Umaga's
Umaga.
son. He looks
I
just
thought you were
like
talking
him.
about Matt Riddle's son.
No.
No, I mean I saw, but that's like the first time that you've seen that literal actual move and combination be done. The Usos do
What, the thumb?
The thumb,
Yeah,
and then
Samoan spike.
the butt bump. He did the butt bump too to the chair. He did it to the chair, which was brutal.
Anyway, yeah, I do hope Matt Riddle's okay because I hung out with him once, and he was a nice guy, it seemed. And I'm worried about him too. He's a fucking bro. All the love, all the thumb to him in his neck, and then he got carted off. All these wrestlers are dying. They're all getting written off TV.
They are, dude. There's so many like injuries and like suspensions and like thing. Bobby Lashley just got fired.
Bobby
Lashley got
good.
fired? No.
He's
I mean,
good.
it was part of the show, but he got like taken off the alumni.
Adam Pearce went on Instagram today and he was like, he's not fired, but he will face repercussions from his actions. And I'd like to apologize to the WWE universe because the way I handled it wasn't the right way and blah, 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 blah. I think they're leading towards Adam Pearce having a match with Bobby Lashley. Yeah, he was an NWA World Champion.
I would love for Adam Pearce to have a match.
He was good, man. He was good, and he got physical with him. Like Lashley pushed him into the barricade, and he didn't want to take it there, like where he had to you know what I'm saying, like defend himself. So he fired him. But I think eventually there'll be a match, and that'll be something they do in the meantime until Lesnar comes back to face Lashley again, which is a match that's most certainly going to happen. But
do you think that'll be WrestleMania?
I think maybe another Royal Rumble match because they went at it in St. Louis last year. So I think maybe they meet again and they do the whole, they met at the Royal Rumble last year and we're back here again.
Royal Rumble 2.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think they'll do that and then maybe we'll see them at Mania and that'll be the end of that. But from what I'm hearing also now is Gunther and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. So who knows? There's a lot of stuff up in the air, and even Vince McMahon may come back.
Did you see this?
You know, so there's a lot going on right now. Like you said, there's people getting hurt, they're getting carted off, they're getting written off TV, but there's a lot of people who may be returning soon, and hopefully Vinnie Mac is one of those people.
Imagine if William Regal gets back to WWE, and he's like, "Oh, finally, you know, I left and got fired because of Vince." And now I'm back because Vince is gone and Vince just comes back.
he praised Vince. He said how dope Vince was.
Yeah, I saw that.
He praised him. I think it's kind of crazy how short of a time he spent in AEW. He left WWE, went to AEW, did that short thing, and now he's back.
Well, there was talks going around that he said upon his signing, you know, in the event that there's a opportunity for me to go back. I want to go back.
Right. They left an opening for him.
They left an opening for him because it's like, you know what? It's better for us to have him.
Kind of makes AEW look like shit.
It does.
Yeah,
everyone's just he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I think they said in his contract he can't appear on television for a year.
For 2 years.
For 2 years.
But he has some high position. He's like a vice president or some shit.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out what he's the vice president of now. But that's the position.
9 months, says Adam. What's up, Adam? Yo, that is crazy. So William Regal comes, does basically a program or two, and then
barely does anything.
Goes back immediately. And yo, did you hear the Tony Khan media call?
With the Ring of Honor stuff?
Yeah, the Ring of Honor media call. I think it was on Wednesday afternoon.
I didn't hear it, but I heard about it, that they're doing the Honor Club is back, and basically Ring of Honor is going to be on TV weekly again.
Right.
But you have to pay. You can't watch it unless you're part of the Honor Club.
$9.99.
So right, that's like a first time ever kind of thing.
They've had the Honor Club before. Where
it was like a TV, you can watch it on TV if you pay.
It was a subscription thing.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, it's very familiar to NJPW World, where you pay your subscription, you have access to library with a whole bunch of past events and future events, X, Y, and Z. He's dipping his toes into waters that haven't been dipped into in a while.
No, wait a second. Did that actually get announced? Did they just announce that there's going to be a streaming service? They didn't get picked up by a network or their own or a different service. They're just doing their own?
No, so I haven't heard anything. I didn't hear anything. I read that they have the Honor Club is back and it's a streaming service for $9.99 a month. I didn't hear anything about a network.
Did either of you watch um,
The show
Death
Saturday? No,
Dishonor?
no, I haven't, man.
I only saw clips from the Briscoe match, the double dog collar, which looked insane.
The referee got color. You saw that?
Dude,
Yeah.
that whole match looks absolutely insane. And I also saw clips from the Jericho Castagnoli
Right.
match.
They basically changed all the belts real quick.
Yep.
And who else? What else changed?
The 6-man title went to the Embassy with our homie.
Oh, right,
Nana.
Embassy. Shout out
Shout out to
Embassy.
Nana.
Fuck yeah, which is
Hell
kind
yeah.
of dope. And the women's belt changed to
Athena.
Athena.
She took the belt from
Right.
Mercedes
And
Martinez.
Wheeler Yuta won too.
The pure
the
championship.
first
Right.
ever 2-time.
I guess so, yeah. And then and Claudio beat Jericho.
So
they basically had
the title.
It doesn't make any sense to me. They had Jericho basically do like a 3-month run of like that he's, destroying Ring of Honor. He had a whole fucking thing, where he's fighting the old Ring of Honor champions and all this shit. And it's like, the Ocho, and he had all this shit going on. And then all of a sudden, he just loses it to Claudio at the pay-per-view. At a pay-per-view that wasn't even an AEW pay-per-view.
Yep.
He's had it for a long time, though.
But he was been main eventing Dynamite like every other week with this fucking ROH title. And then when Claudio beats him for it, it's not even like a big deal. And it's on a pay-per-view that doesn't even say AEW on it.
Yeah.
Do you think that they're trying to fucking do all this Ring of Honor shit to like build up the fucking streaming service to get it off of like Dynamite?
Well, that's what he said.
It's like too much Ring of Honor on Dynamite.
Yeah, he said that at the call.
What he's trying to do is, I think he's just really trying to focus on the whole numbers thing. Every time he like speaks at these media things, he's like, "Oh, we did X, Y, and Z in the demographics this week," and I think he's just really focusing on that. He also emphasized the fact that they're pretty sure NJPW talent will be used in the Ring of Honor going forward. So I think it's just merely just, trying to get the viewers, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure at some point you're going to see AEW mixed into the bunch again. It's going to happen. They're going to show up on Dynamite. They will show up on
But
Ring
it needs
of
to
Honor.
be less. There needs to be like a balance, because right now it's like completely like Ring of Honor driven television.
Yeah. I think that was the intent even since September at the
But I guess it makes sense if they're going to just push it. They're trying to build it up before they put it onto a separate platform, which makes sense.
Yeah, so it was the proper build, 3 months. December is Ring of Honor's WrestleMania month, and then they start the new year in January. You know what I'm saying? What happens in January that's affiliated with Ring of Honor? Wrestle Kingdom. So what happens with Wrestle Kingdom? I'm sure we're going to see talent that's AEW, because that's really the big umbrella. We're going to see them over there. And then they're going to say AEW stars were over here and at the Korakuen Hall for day 2 of Wrestle Kingdom and stuff like that. Like, that's really what they want right now.
Isn't WWE getting involved with the New Japan too?
So
WWE,
Hangman, what's his name? The club. Carl Anderson.
Old boy. Yeah.
Carl Anderson has the
championship.
Never Open Heavyweight or Junior title, whatever it's called, and he signed with the WWE while being under contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and not only just being under contract, a champion of the company. So now eventually he has to go back and defend said title. So he will be returning back over there for
potentially WWE, AEW, and that company will all be on the show together.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That's wild. But it just goes to show that this is not something that hasn't happened before, because it has. It's just been a very, very, very long time. Right. WWE took control of everything in 2001. Right. They've had control of everything for quite some time. It's just now that things are starting to revert back to that style where wrestling is wrestling.
Right, there's two different...
you know what I'm saying?
Two fucking monsters.
There's a photo back in 98, and it's WWF wrestlers in front of a gym and WCW wrestlers in front of a gym. Have you guys ever seen that?
I don't know if I've seen them next to each other, but I think I know.
Google the image and you see it. It's the Giant, Ric Flair, Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, British Bulldog, Owen Hart. It's a really cool picture. Yeah, and it just goes to show you where wrestling was once upon a time and where we are now, where superstars are crossing over into the realms of which we would never think we see them. And another person who's jumping into New Japan is Sasha Banks. Did you hear about that, Pat?
Saw that too.
Yeah, I was waiting for a chance to ask you, what do you guys think Sasha Banks is going to do at Wrestle Kingdom?
For 100 G's?
Mercedes Varnado.
She's apparently done with the WWE.
Yeah.
Well, she did mention at one point in her life that she wanted to fight for the New Japan World Women's title, the new one. Kairi Sane's the champion. So, I mean, I think it's a little far-fetched to think about her fighting Kairi Sane. I mean, that would be a huge deal.
I think they might have wrestled before.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, but not at the Tokyo Dome.
Right, not in
Tokyo. It was the Kabuki Warriors versus Sasha and Bailey.
Right. Yeah,
That's definitely happened before.
Anyway,
it's cool times, man.
Dude, I miss that. I miss fucking Asuka with fucking Kairi Sane, dude.
Well, Asuka's looking to turn back into Kana. If you've
no makeup, Asuka.
No makeup, very frustrated, very angry, very aggressive.
She said goodbye. She gave a little goodbye on Twitter.
So we're done talking about what we think Mercedes is going to do at Wrestle Kingdom. Brian, what do you think?
Is it for a title, or is she just doing
They haven't said specifically what she's doing, but ultimately she's gonna end up wrestling.
I mean, if it's a dream of hers to wrestle for a belt, she might be going full throttle into Japan to fucking wrestle. She hasn't wrestled in a long time.
She's there for a couple of dates, and it's big numbers. Like, she's getting a very big payday, and it's set to be a bigger payday than what Jericho got for going in to fight Naito, which then led into Wrestle Kingdom 9 with him and Omega.
Her wrestling, her coming back and wrestling in New Japan will draw a lot of new eyes to their company too, because a lot of people are going to want to see her wrestle.
Well, this is the time of year where everybody has their eyes on New Japan, because they always have a crazy main event. Crazy, right. Like you've had AJ and Kenny at one point.
It was Kenny and Chris Jericho.
Kenny and Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho and I forget the Japanese guy's name, but I'm so bad with the Japanese wrestling. I don't follow it so much. I know more like deathmatch guys than New Japan guys.
It's drifted off. I think around when Ring of Honor was super duper hot, 2014ish.
Like Okada and shit.
Everybody was just watching it. Like, I was at Ring of Honor shows. Pat was at Ring of Honor shows. Like, it was just the place to be, because it's where people you wouldn't think would show up.
Right.
And now we're back at that point. But guess what? It's not in the States anymore. It's in Japan. So we just got to wait for January. It's only a few weeks away, but I'm excited to see who she faces, and it quite possibly can be Kairi Sane.
I don't think she's going to wrestle.
I think
you don't think she's just going to be an appearance in a spot?
I think it's going to be a video that she's going to wrestle.
So if anything,
it's like a promo?
If anything, she'll wrestle the following night at Korakuen Hall.
Ooh, yo, that's, I don't know, because if she got paid $100,000 to do the signing that she stood 6 feet away from people during, is she gonna wrestle for $100,000? Does she want to do that so bad? I mean, as a wrestling thing, as like a legendary performer thing, I think it'd be awesome if she wrestled.
I think it'd be great for her.
If she came out and wrestled Kairi Sane, that would be awesome.
It would be insane. It would be completely unexpected. When was she hasn't wrestled in
But the thing
years.
is, it's like, I don't know.
Has it been more than 2 years?
I think she's on her Eddie Guerrero indie run.
Oh, don't even bring up Eddie Guerrero, because I hate what they're doing.
Me? I'm not trying to compare her to Guerrero at all.
Not you. I'm sorry. I started to cut you off.
I think she's just on a path of just I want to do everything that I want to do, not what they want me to do. And if the opportunity's there, I don't think it's more so about the numbers. I think it's just about getting it done, being another name that's in a book that not many people are in. I think she's at a point. You know what I'm saying? So
that's assuming that that's the reason why she does what she does, and there's for all the right reasons, and you're basically assuming that it's about passion and doing it for all the right reasons, and that's the way we want to think of our performers, our friends, our wrestlers, our heroes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like to think about your heroes doing it for money. So that would be cool. It would be super cool if she just did it because she wanted to do it.
She doesn't have to. Like, she does. I feel like she doesn't have to wrestle if she doesn't want to. She's doing all these different things with like acting. She's in fucking Star Wars and shit.
Yeah, she turned it up a whole nother level, bro. She
it's
really
like insane
just
what she's doing.
she took control. I don't want to sound like cliche right now, but she took control of her narrative.
And if you notice, she hasn't like signed with any. She hasn't really done anything at all. She hasn't done wrestling.
She's not vocal.
Super quiet.
She's not a tweeter.
She doesn't
post pictures like that. And if you see pictures of her, it's a photographer's taking pictures of her at events. So she's speaking morally just by her presence too. And I like that because she's just like, you know what? I'm here to work. I'm not here for games, and I'm not here for the trickery. We're either gonna work, or we could just go that way because I'm going to keep going forward. And like I said, I don't think it's about money anymore. I think it's just about leaving a mark.
She definitely
letting everybody know that she is the boss. It's a big name to live by. You got to really, you know what I'm saying, really put your foot down.
I think she sucks.
Dude, the matches like the Hell, it was her versus Charlotte in the original Hell in a Cell match, right? That match,
two women in the Hell in a Cell.
That they did most of the first women's matches. It's Sasha Banks.
Yep.
Like she's in most of those dope ass matches, and she's done so many things.
Yep.
And, I think it's crazy. I miss her greatly in the rest.
What's crazy to think that is that it's literally 8 years, about to be 8 years in the summertime since her match with Bayley at Takeover Brooklyn 1.
Dude, I miss those takeovers.
8 years, dude. Isn't that wild?
There was like nothing like those shows.
No, there wasn't, man. They lost it after Takeover 3.
Holy shit. That's like some like heavy metal shit, dude. The crowd is just like...
It was different,
like
bro.
Chef's kiss shit.
It was different.
That's like comparable to ECW shit.
Yeah, it was just wild, man.
The quality of wrestling and quality of crowd together was just like...
It was just a place to be, bro.
Fact.
I think it sucked.
You think the OG NXT sucked? Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens back in the day. Sami Zayn and fucking
I'm just
Cesaro. Those are like insane matches.
You know, I was sick last week, so we didn't do the show. I actually watched NXT.
Nice. What'd you think? It's a whole new product.
Horrible.
You don't like it at all, huh?
Terrible.
Mandy Rose is like a porn star.
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
Wait, why do you say that?
What do you mean?
There's like videos everywhere online.
She has like an OnlyFans, dude.
But it's like a really like it's like
a low grade OnlyFans.
It's like XXX without
it's like
half of that last X.
It's like a weird fucking thing that she's doing. I feel like she's like not getting approval of this thing, and like people are exposing her of doing it.
Nah, I just
it's very dude. It's very strange, because the WWE wrestlers were banned from streaming.
Man, do I regret bringing up NXT.
Dude, were wrestlers not banned from streaming?
Yeah.
So why is she allowed to do it? She's the only one that's allowed to do it and doing it naked? How is that allowed? And she's the champion.
You want to hear who's a bad person?
What's crazy is that Shawn Michaels did that too.
Shawn Michaels had an OnlyFans?
No, wasn't Shawn Michaels like in Playgirl?
No, but that's a completely different. I mean, that was back in the day. Girls were in Playboy, and they like that was legitimized. That was a legitimate thing. That was like a goal for people to get into, be able to do that and model. And
no, but I'm saying that I just feel like it's just like the same thing. Like China did it, he did it, Sable did it.
China was.
Maria Kanellis did it. Tori Wilson did it. WWE did it.
They're like WWE said the first excuse for them not letting China in to like the Hall of Fame was because she did like porn
with X-Pac.
Just whatever she did, the whole career of China, whatever she did in that industry, of her adult industry, they said that she's not allowed because if people Google it, then children will see it and it's not appropriate. Well, Mandy Rose is not doing hardcore porn, but it's still not appropriate for a champion.
Urka's right. Everything is negotiable.
Well, you know what, Brian? That's a really outdated view to have because when you turn on...
She's the only one that's allowed, but then everybody should be allowed to do it, and not just Mandy Rose.
Well, I mean, do you see what...
Mandy Rose.
Do you see what they're all wearing all the time? Like, do you see their Instagrams and stuff? I mean, Brian, you got to be okay. You got to free the nipple, Brian, because...
The gipple.
They could still be good influences and dress provocatively, Brian.
It's not being provocative. I mean, it's blatant. It's.
I can't believe that I let you suck me into this conversation that I didn't want to get into in the first place. I can't believe I let you suck me in.
I didn't. You brought it up.
I brought up NXT. I said I was
She's the
sick and
champion.
lame. Oh my goodness gracious. So, did you watch this Iron Man gauntlet thing?
Nope.
I did. I pondered at it. I thought that it was actually pretty cool. It was like it's an Iron Man match, but it's also like a 5-person. It's like a 5-way Iron Man Survivor match, and I thought it was pretty cool.
It reminded me
won?
of something me and my friends would do in the park.
What did you guys do in the park? God damn
Like,
it!
like park wrestling. Like it reminds me of a match that we would just come up with in the park and just like, all right, let's record it.
It's a first time. I mean, it's not intuitive to think of that. Like it's smart to have. It's like 5 people in the ring, or is it 4 or 5? I can't remember now.
It was 5 people to start them, and then you basically have X amount of time to get as many pinfalls.
It's an Iron Man match.
Yeah, once you get pinned, you're in the penalty box for 90 seconds.
Right.
So it was just like a lot. It was a lot. It was like American Gladiators.
It's like War Gamesy. It's War Gamesy, but it's also Iron Man-y. It's a lot.
Iron
It's a
Man.
lot. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. It was cool. It was definitely cool to like see because it's never been done before. So it's like new. It's like a new thing to see. A lot of
yeah, I'm seeing NXT show Saturday night was fun. Iron Survivor were pleasant surprises. Roxanne Perez won the women's. Grayson Waller won the guys. Grayson Waller is Australian and is like a better athlete version of 2010 Miz.
Did you guys know who Braun Breaker wrestled? He
fought Apollo Crews.
Right, Apollo Crews. That was a guy.
Terry Crews' brother.
Yeah, Terry Crews from Battle Dome. Shout out Battle Dome.
Yeah, Teddy Crews, Teddy Crews' brother, Apollo Crews, fought Braun Breaker. Yeah, well, on Tuesday when I was sick last week, I didn't watch the pay-per-view. I watched, like, the 6 dudes had, like, an interview at, like, a surf bar that was set up in the ring. And they were all yelling at each other about why they were going to win the Iron Survivor. It was the worst shit I've ever seen, dude.
So it was like the NXT before the Iron Survivor.
The go home. It was so bad. But, you know, hey, I watched for Joe Gacy, friend of the program, friend of the Bullies. Doing great stuff. Looks great. Sounds great. But, man, it was really annoying. I also, on Wednesday, watched AEW with the sound off. Well, that's not true. I had the sound on for Ricky Starks and MJF. And then I turned the sound off for the rest of the show, and I actually had a great time watching the show. Ricky Starks had his little moment.
My fiance compared him to The Rock.
The Pebble?
The Pebble.
The Pebble, right? The Pebble. But I thought it was good. He stumbled a little. He fumbled his words a little.
He stumbled and fumbled a little. So did MJF, though. MJF is not above a fumble bumble.
No, 100%. I completely agree. I don't really give a shit about A. I think AEW sucks, dude. I'm completely turned. Still not interested. Like, what was the match? What was the match last week? FTR and the Acclaimed.
Yep.
Yeah, FTR lost.
They lost.
And then they lost the belts on Saturday.
They lost again.
They've lost everything. They have.
So are they
more
done?
Belts? Do they still have one more belts? They have one more.
They got 2 more belts. They got the AAA and some other one.
I think that they're getting positioned to take the AEW belts. I think that's probably going to
Do you think the Acclaimed are coming down? Is it going to?
I don't know if they're coming down, but I think
a badass Billy Gunn sabotage.
I think the what's his son's tag team name? The Guns?
Gun Club.
Gun Club.
Gun Club. I think they're up because they keep poking fun at them.
That would be such a travesty of justice.
Deserves right. Just like for like respect issue, then the fucking FTR needs those belts, dude. It's like a joke at this point.
Well, they were only the number 2 best tag team of the year.
Who was 1?
Who do you think? If you had to guess.
If
So.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, I wanted Brian to guess Mega Bastards.
Oh.
Yeah, I was waiting for Brian to guess Mega Bastards.
Dude, I was honestly gonna say Briscoes just because of how crazy that match was.
Briscoes were number 3. It was
and was FTR too?
It was Usos, FTR, Briscoes. Hold on, I actually wrote it down. Death Triangle number 4.
Really?
Some New Japan team number 5, Double Crazy or something.
That's fucking Death Triangle. That's high.
Usos, FTR. Usos, FTR, Briscoes,
Usos
Death.
deserve that number 1, dude. They've been doing it for so long, dude, and just killing it.
Usos, FTR, Briscoes, Death Triangle, Double Crazy, RK Bro, Gallows and Anderson, the Young Bucks. I missed number 9, and then number 10, which is why you didn't get an 8x10 of these guys in your ICW mystery box because their stock went up. Number 10, Violence is Forever.
Who was that? That's Dominic Durini and oh no.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so.
Who's Violence is Forever?
I think it's Dominic Durini and Kevin Koo, isn't it?
Yeah, no, yes. 100%.
Sean, am I right?
Yep.
And you know what? I like both those guys.
Number 10.
That's kind of crazy that they're number 10.
And you know what's crazy because
they're working hard.
And what do they wrestle for? They're usually in like
MLW, I think.
MLW.
They're MLW guys. The last time I seen them was at the last ETU show at the Hart Ballroom.
Dom Guarini. I've seen Dom Guarini do a few chains. He's done a few chain shows. The initial like
Barefoot,
Atlantic
right?
City. Barefoot, fucking psycho. I think the first fight I saw him do was him versus Akira in Atlantic City.
In the pit? In the fight pit?
No, Atlantic City was it was like the drive-in. It was like the first death match drive-in. Dope as fuck. I missed that shit. That was like a weird time. That was like when COVID first happened.
And everybody was all separated in the field.
We were pretty close. No, it wasn't the field yet. We were in like a parking lot.
In the showboat?
It wasn't the showboat. It was a weird parking lot.
Yeah, it was like in between
that
and like somewhere else. It was like a block in like
weird,
a parking lot.
You could see like it was kind of a sick spot. You saw like fireworks from like the hotels and like.
That's wild.
It was dope. It was like some Mortal Kombat shit. Liked it.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think they're setting up FTR to win the belts. I don't know how or why. I just feel like, what's the name of the Observer, right? So the Observer and all the PWI people, somebody in PWI came out and said like that it was between the Usos and the FTR, but the thing is that FTR isn't booked as well as the Usos is. You know, like Usos are the main event. They're the double tag team champions. They're in the main event package. And meanwhile, FTR, it's like, even though they have all the belts, like they're not even like booked well on their own program. And, I think Tony Khan reads that shit and is like, all right, let's, we got to get, we've gotten, I think something along, I feel like something happened because he said on the media call that like losing Punk the first time to the foot ruined FTR's plans. And then it was going to be Punk and FTR again, and then then the plans were ruined again. So
why did Punk have anything to do with FTR? That's like so annoying.
But apparently
because they were doing this whole Bret Hart Love Club thing.
Yeah, but that's like bullshit to me because FTR doesn't need CM Punk. They could have just had the belts and been fine.
It's the trios tag titles situation, bro.
Fucking annoying. I can't stand it. AW sucks the nut.
Suck the nut.
Hate it.
Suck on the nut.
I thought that you would be happy because CM Punk's gone, your arch nemesis.
I miss booing him.
Miss him.
You miss booing him.
I miss booing the boy, man.
Yeah, I mean...
I'd rather him be there so I can say that he sucks than him like fucking being assholes and just like dip. Again. Piece of shit.
So Larry said that show you were referring to, Brian, is called The Deathmatch Drive-In. And it opened with Cass versus
and Nick Gage. I gave Nick Gage. I was the only person in the whole entire crowd to give Nick Gage the middle fingers, and he went like this to me. I'll never forget that. I love that. That was like one of my first death match experience. That was like a tournament of death for me.
Death matches are just fun.
That was my first Chains show, the Atlantic City one. That was only the second. I think that was the second Chains show, Volume 2. That was Volume 2.
Wow.
Because Volume 1 was Homicide and Cass and Schlack and Necro.
At White Eagle, yeah.
White Eagle, right?
Yeah, they're doing another show then. February. JCW is doing the J Cup. Bunch of people are announced for that.
And JCW is mostly death matches, right?
JCW? No, it's more like just pure wrestling matches.
Got it.
Tag matches, elimination matches, and stuff like that.
But they do.
They
have elements of death matches.
They do.
It's mostly like the main
usually
events. It would be like the main event.
Exactly, it'll be the main event.
Got it. So it's like
Crazy
GCW.
main events, dude. It wasn't even a main event. Tremont and what's his name? Danny
DeMonto, dude.
They went at it.
Those chair shots.
I was like, yo, it was cool. Like, why you going so hard right now? But it was just like straight brutal, bro.
Where at ETU?
At ETU, yeah, this past Saturday.
I was just going to ask you about that. You know, I mean, we've been promoting a lot of ICW. We've been promoting a lot of PWJ. Why not give ETU a free?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Struggles, Ryan, man, doing his thing out there with ETU, their 1 year anniversary show. Yeah,
that's another like mixed, like pure wrestling with a little death match.
Dude, I'll be honest, it's the best of the best.
ETU.
Like, it's just like you get your little taste of everything. Like they had a 6-man. I don't know the name of the other tag team, but the SAT with another group of guys, they went at it crazy. It was dope. Marcus Mathers, friend of the Bullies, went up against Jordan Oliver for like 30 plus minutes, and it was a banger. It was dope. Danny DeMonto and Matt Tremont just went to war. Like war. Like I don't even think the people there knew what they were watching. I was like, wow, this is wild right now.
Yeah, those chair shots, dude.
Yeah, there was a chick named Becca, the international superstar. You guys ever heard of her? Becca, B33CA. Legit like spelled like that. I don't know. She's an international superstar. That's what Larry was saying. She went up against Billy Starks.
Oh, she's a wrestler.
She's a wrestler, yeah. So she went up against Billy Starks. She starts.
Yes, God damn it!
Happy birthday to her, and yeah, Billy Starks just beat the bricks off of her. Like beat the bricks off of her.
It's funny that you say something about Jordan Oliver and Marcus Mathers having a 30-minute match because I remember reading something about people talking shit about people long matches.
Nah, man. You gotta understand. There's a craft. There's an art. It's like you do it the right way. Nobody could talk that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it went well. It wasn't like fast-paced match that leads into a slow-paced match that it's fast again and it's slow again. It's like they did it properly. Like it was a slow build and
you appreciate as a wrestling fan. It was a much appreciated.
Yeah, because like you get it. It's a story. It's like, all right, we're gonna turn it up a notch. We're gonna go into 4th gear now. Now we're gonna end it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like okay.
But that wasn't the main event. That wasn't the main event, right?
No, it was the co-main event.
Oh, it was the co-main. So it was technically like a part of the main event.
Yeah, it was the co-main. So it was dope, man. So shout out to ETU. Can't wait to go to another one of their shows, bro. Dope as always.
What was the main event?
That was the SAT taking on 3 dudes. I'll be honest, man. I forgot their names, but one of the guys nearly decapitated his neck.
Oh, you sent the video.
Yeah, man.
I can't remember their names either.
He slipped on the rope. The top rope, and he fell in between the middle and the top rope, and he like his neck.
Is Larry in the chat? Ask Larry if he remembers is the name of the team.
Hey Larry, if you're in there, do you remember the team's name? But I told him, I was like, yo, Purple Pants almost killed himself, dude.
Right. I remember.
It was bad. It was really bad. He really almost hurt himself.
And you're going to ICW this weekend.
Yeah, I'll be Saturday. I'll be there. Friday I can't, unfortunately. I'd love to be there. If I could make it there, I'd make it. But Saturday I'll be there for sure. I will be there for show.
That's Abdullah Kobayashi Hoodfoot.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
The following weekend for New Year's, I'm in AC.
GCW?
Yeah.
Is there anything announced for that yet?
There's a bunch of matches. I know they do like their Rumble.
Oh, like the fuckery, the fucking what do they call it?
I don't know.
The mix-up?
Yeah, the Rumble, the whatever, Cluster Rumble, whatever, I don't know.
The Cluster Cock.
Larry says the team's name was the Miracle Ones.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
I was thinking that. I was trying to remember because I just seen it today. Speaking of AEW and
Ichiban. There you go. That was his name. The guy who almost died. Ichiban.
Speaking of GCW, Tony Deppen is going to be on AEW Dark.
Oh.
He's going to be wrestling somebody. Tony Deppen, friend
Kip
of the program.
Sabian.
Kip Sabian, that is correct.
I also saw that someone was tight about AEW working with indie promotions, saying that they take advantage of them. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Just take advantage how? I don't understand.
I don't.
Where's the beef? What's the beef?
It was more of just like Kings Road has these like anonymous comments that he's been posting. It's just like a year-end like message board from anonymous wrestling fans, which is where I guess the that other comment came from. But this one was about the shit. I forgot what we were talking about. Stone.
Nice.
What were we just talking about, man? It's like out of my brain.
Damn, I forgot what I'm talking about.
It was like right here, and I was like talking, and then it like left.
Sean, did you see who's the girl who's like the new viral thing is that she murders the people on the apron? Billy Starks.
Billy Starks, yeah. She opened the show. She went up against that girl Becca that I was saying. And
she did. Yeah.
Yeah, she like I don't know what she calls that move, but she hoists you over her shoulders like electric chair, right? But now she goes and she grabs your neck like this. So now she pulls you forward and she just drops you and she falls on her knees. Boom!
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Kenny Omega's
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like a psycho driver, that type of thing, yeah.
It's called like a fallen angel or something.
I don't know, man, but she almost killed her.
It's horrifying.
That's kind of and she does it on the hardest part of the ring.
Yeah. Hardest part of the ring, Brian. Brian, you would love this, actually.
What?
This move.
I mean, I probably would.
You would absolutely love it. Yeah, it's fucking gnarly. She did it in New Japan, or Starlet, or Stardom, or something like that. She did it in Japan. Murdered the girl, and then murdered the girl at the ETU show.
Yep.
When you say she murdered them, she just like did the move really well, and then everything's fine.
Yeah, I guess that's what they would like you to believe. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like you don't understand, bro. Like that move is like ridiculous. The fact that she literally drives their whole like neck and shoulders straight into like the beam of the ring, and it's just wild, bro. Like you're not telling me that's her knees making that noise, because it's not.
My sources are telling me that it's called the Joker Driver.
Joker Driver.
I kind of love that. Sorry to tell you.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
It sounds fucking awesome.
Wow, look, and look, it's Larry's video.
Well,
on
Larry,
YouTube
of her doing the Joker Driver.
The Joker Driver, yep.
I think I missed it. You did it too quick.
What the fuck? What's wrong with you? There we go.
Give me that Joker Driver.
Pay attention, Brian.
Trying.
Wow, you see what
Sean's
you did,
more
Brian?
blurry than you are. Sean's more blurry than you are.
I am?
No, I'm just kidding.
Look, Brian, see?
What else didn't we talk about?
Everything, Brian.
I think we got everything. Talked about everything and nothing all at the same time.
What's happening tomorrow on AEW?
I have no idea, but William Regal stole my idea. Here you go, Brian.
Oh, that's awesome. It's literally Kenny Omega's move onto her knees.
That is
girl died, dude.
Insane. Oh
awesome.
My God, dude. I can't even watch that. That angle's even worse than the one that I saw.
She's our rookie of the year, man. She is a beast.
I think I have a Billy. I don't know if I don't have a sign. I have a Billy.
18-year-old prodigy right there. I'll tell you that much.
So
Girl got a big future.
Fucking dope. Sean, I have to Uber you my card tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll talk more. Those of you who do not know, Abdullah Kobayashi will be at the ICW events this Friday and Saturday. He is also doing an autograph signing, to which I am helping my good friend, Brian the Merch Lord, get his card signed.
Thank you, good friend.
Not a problem.
Don't smudge it.
I need an 8x10 too.
Just let me know. I have card defenders here, so you're good to go. You're good to go. It's almost the end of the year, boys.
I know.
It's
Almost
been quite the ride.
When you see me next, I'm going to be pretty much halfway, have one foot in the Kevin Gill, man, and I'm going to be 38, maybe 39 years old. And, it's been a good run. And like I was saying a moment ago, William Regal had a play this in case I die type of video. He gave his video to Tony Schiavone, and he said, Tony Schiavone, if something happens to me and MJF murders me, play this video on AEW Dynamite. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make a play this in case I die type of video,
I think everybody needs one of those.
Everybody, make a play this in case I die video.
We will.
Make sure you do it.
First, you're making me a little tight now because we were supposed to play a game. Didn't you say something about a game, Patrick?
Yeah, I had a game, but I axed it.
You axed it. Can we play the game next week?
I axed pretty much every single thing that I wrote. We just didn't even really get to it, but that's fine.
I thought this was an enjoyable show.
It was great. It was phenomenal. We did it.
We did it. We're back. And
you know what, guys? It's the week of the best holiday in the world, and I just want to wish you all a happy Festivus.
Festivus.
Dude, it's not the week of the best holiday in the world. Oh,
Festivus.
Understood. Christmas. I'm a big Christmas guy.
You don't even like Jesus.
Yeah, you hate religion.
Like presents, dude. First of all,
I like
Christmas
presents, he
has nothing to do with
says.
Jesus.
You like Krampus.
Brian, Christmas has
like
everything to do with
Christmas
Jesus.
No, it depends. Everybody has their different celebrations.
So what do you think Christmas is? What's Christmas to you?
So
If you're a good boy, you get presents. If you're a bad boy, you get fucking coal, motherfucker.
So basically you've done to religion what everybody's done to religion, and that's bend it to their own.
If I ever have a child, there will be no Santa Claus. There will be no lies.
Does Amanda hear you right now?
I've already spoken with Amanda about my Christmas beliefs. There's going to be Presents Day. It's a Presents Day, and if you're good all year,
Present Day is the day in which we're living.
No, it's just a day. It's just the day that you're living.
Presents,
Presents Day. Got it.
Day.
Not presidents.
No, not president. Presents.
Got it.
Right, Presents Day, and if you're good, you get fucking presents. If you're bad, you don't get shit. And that's what the day is. It's not Christmas. It's Presents Day.
Well, we're rapidly approaching President's Day, so make sure you get all your presents.
I've got presents for all my friends.
Make sure you get all your presents at blvdbullies.bigcartel.com. Spend $100 and get free shipping. And unlike Brian's box, you can spend $100 and know what you spent your money on. Which is great too.
I got some cool shit, dude.
Unlike Brian's box or Sean's ring announcing seminar, you can actually spend money on blvdbullies.com and know what you're getting.
It is good shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, that shipping place is fucking dope as shit.
Yeah, listen, we're talking about gear.
Quality gear.
Quality gear. Get ready for January's drop, because it'll be one that you don't want your feet to hit the floor once you get it.
Yeah, Pat's gonna be tight that we don't buy it after we get the designs.
Yeah, at a discount, at a family discount.
I'll be honest, this one I'm getting.
So you get this one.
Honestly, I still want that fucking Boy Meets World one too, dude.
Well, I was gonna say at least you and Sean cooking up this grandiose Boy Meets World T-shirt idea. You couldn't even. But Sean has a
promote shit. We didn't make any kind of promotion for it. We just make a stupid. If we made like a Boy Meets World fucking video, people would laugh and then they'd buy the shirt.
That would have been a great thing for you to do. That would have been a great project for you to take on. Really would have been great. I see Sean walking around town in his Boy Meets World Blvd Bullies shirt.
Dude, I work like 70-hour weeks, dude.
So you don't wear clothes? You don't wear clothing? You don't wear T-shirts?
Bro, I have an extensive Blvd Bullies closet
with
Blvd Bullies shirts.
Well, I mean, you didn't get your first ever T-shirt design.
I've got my first ever one. Are you crazy?
Your first ever... Your first ever collaboration. I almost wore my Tony Khan shirt actually today, but
Dude, the
Instead, I
Tony
wrote,
Khan shirt, the
was
OG Tony
my-
Khan
my-
shirt. The Yellow Brick Road.
Dum 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 dum.
We're hitting the theme. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Sean. Guys, thank Brian. Thanks, Sean. They're two great wrestling fans who spend their time with me every week. God bless them.
We get merch.
Much like the girl who is dropping people on their heads on the apron, they both have a bright future ahead of them. Me, on the other hand, by the time you see me next week, I'm going to be the oldest that you've ever seen me. 58 years old. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Maybe I will be 60. Pajama Dan, appreciate you. Adam, appreciate you. I got character. Urka, Larry Legend. Who else did I see? I saw Pork Chop Express. I saw Adam out there. I saw Bren. Sorry, I'm playing Make Believe DJ. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the theme. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bullies.